what do you call this? Your grasp of understanding the question right away, and also how you uh, follow the instructions, especially if there's an activity that's going to be asked of you. Make sure that you understand the instructions. If you have any questions regarding the instruction that was given, it's better that you ask. Make sure that you ask and not assume that you know what you're going to do right away. If you don't understand, make sure that you ask, or double check that you ask, that you understood what they want to do or what they want you to do, because sometimes they would have an activity like probably a role play. So just make sure that you do understand, because it's better that you ask before the actual presentation, because sometimes what happens is that when you're already in the middle, your interviewer will be frustrated with you because you could have asked it before, not while you're already doing the presentation, because that's a no-no. um that's one of the key things. It's not that you would look like a fool if you ask questions. No, your interviewer would actually appreciate it that you're asking questions. It's better that you ask questions, because me personally, meaning that you are trying to understand what I'm trying to say, and you are not overly too confident that you think that you know it all. No, it's
True.
yeah, I would appreciate it better if you could have asked me first what I wanted you to do, than just assuming that you already understand, and then at the end of the day or at the end of the interview you would receive a feedback that this is what I've asked of you, however you did it differently. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's one of the key things, because your interviewer, you just treat them like, like a new acquaintance, and like more on when they're asking you questions, because they want to know who you are, right? So if that's the case, then you just answer freely. And then, like what I said, if they ask you a question that you don't understand, you just tell them that, okay, I just would like to make sure that I understood your question before I answer. Things like that. They would appreciate it more, meaning that you are into the meeting or into the conversation than just answering because that's how you understood it. Yeah, that's for me.
Awesome. Okay. So, Abby, if you need more time with me, we can probably schedule something over the weekend. Just let me know if you have a better idea on when the interview will be, okay?
Thank you, Coach.
All right. At Lynette, I made you the host already. There are a couple of people waiting on the other line. I'm not sure why they can't hear me um, in there, but I made you the host at Lynette, and they said that they can't get into the Zoom meeting, or it's probably delayed because we're in YouTube.
Okay, let me admit them.
And Abby, another question that they usually ask, especially for remote positions, would be if you have internet and backup power. So if you don't have one, just let them know. I am actually in the process of purchasing a backup power generator, whatever it is that you're going to buy. And then let them know that you're just waiting for a confirmation that you already have a client before investing further.
Noted, Coach. Noted.
I'm actually thinking of other questions that we often ask. Are you willing to work holidays and weekends? Now you have to be very honest when you answer this question because they're going to take your word for it.
Okay, Coach. I, Coach, my concern is how I communicate in English.
The accent, you have to speak in English like all the time. Practice, read as much as you can before the interview, watch as many movies as you can before the interview, watch as many YouTube tutorials. They did send over, I think it was it Laika. She teaches a
Yes,
lot
coach.
about, yeah, watch a lot of her videos
Mm-mm.
before. And then don't just watch, like pronounce the words, especially those that you're not confident.
Mm-mm.
Practice, review the first 2 hours of each of our training materials from Monday, and then like say the words out loud with the mirror right in front of you.
Thank you, coach.
Sure thing. Ate Lynette, I'm gonna leave the floor to you now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said give me 5 minutes.
Ay, okay. You
Give
were
me
on
five.
mute.
Yeah, just give me 5 minutes. I'll just 5 minutes.
Sure
I'll admit those
thing.
words. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, guys, while Ate Lynette is working on her end, give me one sec. I want to answer a couple of questions that we got from the Q&A sheet. First one from Ruby. She said she's a teacher by profession in the world of VA. What can she call herself aside from virtual assistant? She watched the video about email signature, and the YouTuber called herself graphic designer, virtual assistant. So tutor, teacher, thank you. Um, I would say Ruby, if you're here or if you're going to watch the replay, or if you are on YouTube, can you guys hear me on YouTube? I guess that's my first question. Because earlier they said they can't. Okay, wait, let me watch the replay from my end. Okay, yes, I can hear myself. Um, if you're going, if you're leaning towards like a teacher, you can actually use the words trainer, coach, and you use the word coach not just because you're already an expert in the freelancing field, but it's your personality type or your tagline or your, well, I call it manifesting. You're actually manifesting that someday you'd be able to coach and teach other people online. So you can use those terms. In the meantime, if you can't come up with a good tagline, what I would recommend is to keep it. The reason why a lot of people call themselves virtual assistant is because their field, even though they work in the finance field, for example, they're accountants or bookkeepers, and they work online, they call themselves virtual assistant. Is because you don't necessarily have to put um your specific niche on your tagline. Just put in virtual assistant or remote assistant. Or if you don't like those terms, I highly recommend you Google something that's very much related to your current job, and then you use that. You can and you will eventually um learn what you think fits you best when it comes to the taglines. As long as you have a tagline, or as long as you manifest a certain tagline, just use it. Whenever you send an email, you'd be able to see it, and you'd actually feel if it's the right word that you want to call yourself. Somebody asked, Eliza, she's asking if it's okay to use Ryzen 5 Asus laptop. Yes. Um, Karen, I think Karen was just testing the. I'll delete that. Oh. Um, Princess. After 10 days, do we still have training? She said it in Filipino. I'm just translating it. After 10 days, do we still have additional training for newbies with no experience and specific skills? Guys, the reason why I'm still not announcing it is because haven't I don't know what my schedule would be like. We are about to move to our forever home next month, but I'm working with, because a lot of you guys, I think there were about 5 or 6 people that sent me a message. They're requesting to be my virtual assistant, and they said even if there's no salary, and I don't like that. Like, I don't want you guys to be working without salaries. And then I think it was CT. She said she, because it's kind of, and I understand this because it's kind of hard, especially for someone who doesn't really have any work experience, not really active in school. And especially now that there's pandemic, you can't really be active anywhere to get a job. And so I tried reaching out to a couple of clients. I asked them if they would be open to getting interns for possible like, because cities request, city, are you here? So city's request is kind of a bit more specific, like to work for about a couple of weeks without pay, just to shadow. I think that would be the best term for it, is you guys will be able to shadow. It's up to you if you want to do that. I'll just send over a survey later on, just to see if that's even possible. But I tried reaching out to a couple of clients if they're open for internship, um, that might eventually end up as what do you call this? Um, as I'll check my. I have to check my phone. I really have to check. I was talking to one of my clients the other day. Okay. He said, who knew TikTok could help us find new um VRs? Coordinate with Ryan. He'll know better if we need more people, but full stamp of approval. Um, so they're going to test it out. Basically, it's internship that might that might possibly transition to um a job, but I'm not sure. So we're going to talk about that later on. But for specialization training, I what I can commit is we'd have something around October. Um, I'll let you know, guys. You guys will definitely be on my inbox, and I will post it as well on our Facebook page. Ate Lynette, just let us know if you're ready. I'm just chitty chatting here. Chitty chatting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back.
I thank you.
All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning. Since that is the standard greeting that we always use, so that you get to practice that already. We always say good morning. Okay. This is to practice our how we talk with our clients, especially if they are in the US. So it's morning to them. So that's why we always greet each other good morning. Okay. This is just to practice. Because what we follow is, I'm not sure with you with what you're going to do, Mary, but um we follow US, so we need to follow their time zone. So
Yep.
you greet them on their time zone.
Yep. Same thing
Yeah.
here.
All right. So there. So let's go ahead and continue with what we were discussing yesterday. So yesterday, I left you with practicing the PF, right? We are in the consonant sounds. Defining characteristics of consonant sounds are, again, I will just repeat this slide: voiced or voiceless, place of articulation, manner of articulation. Okay, so again, this is how we do our consonant sounds. So yesterday, this is what we did. I read this to you, and then I asked you to read this on your own. No, um, this one as well, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let us now continue with BV sounds. Okay, we're done with PF yesterday. So BV. Okay, again, this is usual for us Filipinos. Sometimes we do not change the sound of B and V. V sounds B, okay, to us Filipinos. So we need to be careful with that. Okay, we have to practice on those sounds as well. Like what I said, this is very important that when you pronounce words, you need to pronounce it clearly. Okay, so that is why it's very important that we know our consonant sounds as well. The usual or the culprit always is the P and F and B and V. Later on, we'll also tackle TH. Okay, because there are different sounds of TH. Okay, so B and V first. B and V. Okay, let me just read this first for you. The volume of invoices was manageable. Okay, the volume of invoices, it was manageable. Sometimes, we Filipinos, we read this, the volume of invoices was manageable. So it's all B. Okay, so make sure that you pronounce that V sound. It's not really different. It's just that, sometimes when we're talking too fast or when we're reading too fast, we sometimes interchange, especially if there's a lot of words that has BV on it. Okay. So just make sure that the key thing, like what we always say since the beginning, practice. Okay. Be aware. Okay. Be aware is one, or, the second thing. Okay. Be aware of how you pronounce your words. Okay. Let's see here. Let me call on people so that they can read this for me. Hold on. Let me see. Who would I want to read this first or the second line? Let's call on Alexandra Marie Pascual.
Hello, coach. I think I'm having a problem right now. I can't see the screen.
You cannot see my screen. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I guess this is the same as what happened yesterday. Hold on.
It's okay now.
All right. Please read the second sentence.
The vehicle avoided the pothole.
Okay. The vehicle avoided the pothole. All right. Thank you. All right. The third sentence. Can I hear from Ronald Villaflor? Hello, Ronald. Are you there? Can you hear us? Or can you hear me? Okay. Let's see. No, we cannot hear you. We can't hear you, Ronald. I do not show you having a mic. I'll just move on to the next person. We'll try to get back to you later on. Can you try to log out and log back in? I'll admit you again because I'm just showing a video feature on your picture. I don't see the microphone. So you might have clicked on a different one when you logged in. Try to log out and log back in, all right? Okay, let's move on to the next person. Angel, Angel AE. Can you read the third line, please? Angel?
She's not.
She's not responding. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Angelica Regner.
The third one, right?
Yes, the third, please.
Okay. The accounts receivable department sent the monthly report.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Next, Belen, can you read the fourth one, please?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, coach. Okay, the fourth one is the Vibrant team lead was on vacation leave.
See, I heard you. Your V and B, it's interchanging. Can you do it again, please?
Okay, the Vibrant team lead was on vacation leave.
All right, there you go. Okay, the
Okay,
vibrant team lead was on vacation leave. Okay, because earlier I heard you um, interchanging the V and B in vibrant. Okay, and
okay,
then yeah, vacation is correct, and leave you pronounce this as leave. Okay, so just
okay,
make sure that you pronounce it clearly, and you don't have to like do it too fast. Just make sure that you
okay,
pronounce it word by word. All right, thank you.
okay. Thank you, coach.
All right, and the last sentence, Brianna C, can you please read the last one?
Good afternoon, Coach.
Hi.
Various, varu, sorry, various invoices have different processing needs.
All right, very good. Okay, so see there. So what's happening is that, of course, um, now that you are aware, you know to correct yourself. That's the important thing as well. Okay, at least now that you are aware, you are correcting yourself. Okay, because of course, for first timers, we just read out aloud and we're not aware that we are mispronouncing the words. Okay, at least now you have that. You are now getting to be aware of what's happening or what you're doing, and that's actually the key. Okay, one of the key things that for you to be fluent with the accent, and for you to practice it. Okay, again, like what we've been, you'll hear this over and over from me. Practice, practice, practice. And sometimes, of course, even me, I still read things, especially when I'm in front of a class. Sometimes I still fumble. No, that no, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not a perfect person. However, because I am aware of what I'm saying, I can correct it. Especially with you guys, you're listening to me. Okay, I'm not a perfect coach. I'm not a perfect trainer, but we learn it together and we correct ourselves. Okay, that's the key thing. Okay, next. Okay, paragraph drill. Okay, this one I would like you to record this. Okay, like what I said, because this is B and V. Okay, so I would like you to record this. You already know how you're going to record this. Okay, activity. I want you to record this right now. I'll give you 15 minutes to do this. Okay, I'll give you 15 minutes to record this and pass it over to Mary so that she can listen to you guys. Okay, so make sure that you are reading each words, okay, properly. Okay, don't think of putting any accent yet. to the paragraph grill, what's important for me is for you to be able to read the words correctly with the sound of B and V, especially on this slide, this paragraph drill, because it's actually, it's like a tongue twister. See, Bobby and Vinny visited the Boston vineyard with Bobby's brother Vince. Okay, so it's like a tongue twister, but like what I said, you don't have to make it fast. I just want you to read each word properly. Okay, I'll give you 15 minutes. Okay, I'll be on mute. And please make sure that you record and then send it over to Mary. All right, I'll be back after 15 minutes. You all can see my screen, right? Okay, so just make sure that you record this. Okay, Ronald, I just admitted you, but there's an activity. You have to record this paragraph grill and pass it over to Mary. Okay, the link is already in the chat box.
Coach, when I leave the room first,
Okay,
my mic is not Coach, can I ask?
Yes. Hello, guys. Are you done? Or you need more time?
Coach, we need
Hi.
more time.
Okay, you need more time. Yes, that's
I
fine,
thought
of course.
Done, coach.
recording coach, but the ring is more louder than my voice.
Oh, okay. So, 10 minutes? Is 10 minutes okay with you guys?
It's okay, coach. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Can you already see my screen? Okay, I guess those who were not, who I admitted again, was not able to. Okay. And just put it in the chat box if you can. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Thank you.
Coach, can I ask?
Yeah.
Is that Belvedere?
Belvedere.
Belvedere. Okay, thank you,
Yes.
coach.
You're welcome. All right. I hope everybody is already done with the paragraph drill that we had. Okay. So let us continue, guys. All right. So the next one that we have is the American R. I will not go to the tongue twister anymore since I think this paragraph drill is already tongue twister enough for you guys for the day. Okay, so let us move on to the next slide that I have, American R. Okay, R is not this is not hard for us. Okay, because we are Filipinos, we know how to pronounce the letter R. So I will just read this, guys, and then so that we can move on. Again, this is because I'm making it faster now because we only have a week, and I would like to finish all my slides with you guys. This is because, of course, I would also like to tackle customer service skills particularly, okay, especially those who do not have any experience yet. At least customer service skills 101, okay, something that you can that we can talk about. Of course, you'd be able to see this or you can hear this on a lot of YouTube. You'd be able to see a lot of videos regarding it, but I think it's better that we have interaction regarding customer service skills, right? I believe that because sometimes, of course, when you're just watching videos, you won't be able to really ask questions there. So at least here you can ask questions from me or from Mary. All right. So here on this slide, let me just read samples of the American R. So strawberries are my favorite fruit. So it's not hard, right? It's easy. My supervisor appreciated my resourcefulness. The report was generated yesterday. Robert returned early to review the ratings. The warranty expires after a year from purchase. Roger Rocket ran around the river and rented a raft to ride on. See? So it's not that hard to pronounce the letter R. The next one that we have is the TH sound. Now, this one, there are a lot of Filipinos who cannot really pronounce the voiced and unvoiced. Okay, so the voiced and unvoiced TH sounds, we'll practice that. Okay, so the first one, let me read this again to you guys, and I would like you to practice on your own. I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, I'll read it first and just hear me. Okay, the students had 3 months to finish the term. Okay, so see the difference with the voiced and the unvoiced. Okay, the voiced is the, you have the like a letter D. Okay, the students had 3, that's the unvoiced, 3. Okay, 3 months to finish the term. Okay, the is the voiced, 3 is the unvoiced. Okay, the next line, these invoices were incorrectly encoded. Again, voiced. They may need to extend their deadline. Voiced. Okay, the theme park closes at 3:30 in the afternoon. The is voiced, theme is unvoiced, 3:30 unvoiced. I hope you hear the difference. The last sentence we have, the amount or the amount of invoices not recorded is threatening. Again, unvoiced is the TH there at the end, threatening. Okay. So I hope that you can hear the difference. I'll give you 3 minutes, I guess, to practice reading this. Now, how you pronounce it is the. Okay, your tongue is touching your lips, or sorry, the teeth. Your tongue is touching your teeth when you're pronouncing it. The. Okay, there's a force there. However, if it's unvoiced, it's just air. Okay, your tongue is still touching your teeth. However, it's just air there. Okay, three, three. Okay, there should be air coming out when you're pronouncing it. Okay, the and then three. Okay, it's like it sounds like a letter F already if you hear it. However, okay, make sure that your tongue is touching your teeth and just let the air flow out. The 3 months. Okay, the students had 3 months to finish the term. Okay, go ahead and practice on your own. All right, all done. Okay, let's see the next slide that I have. Again, this is just a paragraph, a drill. You can read it in 2 minutes. Okay, just a um, practice. Okay, let me go ahead and read it for you, and then you can practice on your own. Okay, I want you to read it on your own. I'll just read it for you first, and then you can read it on your own after me. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. Something in a 30-acre thicket. Okay, something in a 30-acre thermal thicket of thorns and thistles thumped and thundered, threatening the 3D thoughts of Matthew the thug. Although, theatrically, it was only the 13,000 thistles and thorns through the underneath of his thigh that the 30-year-old thug thought of that morning. I know it's a tongue twister, but go ahead and try it.
Ate Lynette, you're sharing your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Coach, you
Yes.
can, you
Coach,
can
I
see
think
my
you're sharing
screen.
the convo.
Oh, oh, I'm
You're sharing
sorry.
your screen.
I thought I paused it. All right. Thanks. All right. Thank you for that, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes, when you have two jobs, that's what happens. Well, anyway. Okay, let's move on. Okay, on the next slide. Okay. Again, this is a paragraph drill. I'll just read it. And then I would like you to read it on your own. Again, 2 minutes. Beth and Faithful. Okay. Beth, a nurse, likes to think about how things were in the good old days. Beth remembers taking her dog, Faithful, for a walk along the garden path. She liked to throw things for Faithful to catch. The garden had 33 kinds of plants and thousands of flowers. For Beth, nothing compared to a thoughtful walk through the garden. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. So again, this is I'm making it faster, guys. You can go ahead and if you would like to practice some, some of the things that I have, you can screenshot it so that you can practice on your own. Especially those that have th, bv, and pf sounds, because those are not typical for us Filipinos, and what we do is really we interchange how we pronounce the words. The th and the voiced and unvoiced th, sometimes we can get away with it. Okay, but again, what we're teaching here is the proper way of pronouncing words. All right. Okay, so this is what I was telling you about. We're in the dictionary. This is how you will see it. Okay, how you should read it. So you don't need to have the speaker icon for you to be able to know how you read things. So if you were listening with our discussion from yesterday, we were able to tackle the phonetics, right? So these are the phonetics on how you actually pronounce the words. Okay, like this one. Okay, thank. Remember the A sound? It's like an AE sound, thank, or an EA sound, thank. It's not thank, thank. Okay. You, long O, you. Colin. Okay. Like who's Colin? All right. See there? Schwa sound, better, better. Okay. So you have the UH sound, may. So the long A, may. It's like an AI sound, may. Okay. Schwa, provide. Okay. Provide. Benefit, benefit. Okay. Verify, verify. Okay. Facility, long E. Schwa, schwa. Facility, facility. Okay. Information, information. Okay. Authorization, authorization. You have the O sound, but it's an AU in the spelling, but authorization, that's how you read it. You have your schwa sound, long A, schwa sound, authorization. Okay. Reference, reference. Genetic, genetic. Radiologic, or the radiologic. Yeah, radiologic, radiologic. Okay, you see spaces there because that's how you space your pronunciation. Okay, radiologic, radiologic. Okay, because here in the Philippines, it's, how do you pronounce this? Is radiologic, right? Radiologic, but it's actually pronounced as radiologic. Okay, ambulance, ambulance. Recent, recent. Immediate, immediate. Okay. Evaluation, evaluation. Abdomen, abdomen. Therapy, therapy. Coverage, coverage. January, January. Thousand, thousand. Deductible, deductible. Transfer, transfer. Maintain, maintain. See, there's a space there. That's why it's maintain. Diagnosis, diagnosis, diagnosis. Okay, diagnosis. Sorry, diagnosis. It's O, long O. Diagnosis. Physical, physical. Physician, physician. Department, department. Individual, individual. Actual, actual. Accumulate, 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 documentation, documentation, routine, routine, annual, annual. See, try doing that without reading the actual words spelling. Try reading basing off with the phonetics. That's how you practice. Okay, on how you pronounce each letters in the word. Okay, I usually do this when I know some of my pastime, just so that I know I sound like a, nerd. But sometimes what I do is I just look up in the dictionary, and just when I read it, I just look at the phonetics part. I do not read the actual word. I read the phonetics part. This is for me to be able to practice on how I'm going to pronounce it. Okay. So I would like you to practice doing that as well. Because, of course, for you to be able to practice is not just by hearing it. Yes, one of the things, of course, that you need to learn is by hearing, like what Morose said. Uh, what Morose informed us, that you need to what do you call this? Watch movies, read it aloud. But like that's how we do it. For you to be able to practice, especially if you don't know how to pronounce, or if there's no um what do you call this a speaker icon for you to be able to know how to read it, right? So this is how you do it, by practicing on reading in phonetics. Okay, so I hope you guys learn something new, especially with this one, because that's how I did it. Especially if I don't know how to. So I cannot ask everyone, how do you read this, right? I cannot ask everyone. So this is one of the things that I liked when I learned about phonetics, is that, oh, so you can actually there's actually a sent what do you call this, a this phonetics, or letters on how you pronounce it. Okay, so there. Okay, so hope that you were able to learn something new, and that you practice, especially now that this is what you're going to do. It's very important that you know how to pronounce things. It's not just by hearing it from people, because I've watched a YouTube, I'm not sure if it's a YouTube or in Facebook, wherein even Americans, they mispronounce some words, especially new words. The pronunciation of the word ACAI, ACAI. Okay, some pronounce it as Akai, right, or Akai. It's actually Asai. Okay, so how you pronounce it should be Asai. Okay, so I think that's an ingredient of a drink or some sort. There. There's also one wherein she said, I forgot the words already, but okay, so that's okay. Even Americans, especially new words, they mispronounce. However, of course, um, simple words, especially for us, we're not. It's not our native language, English, but we know how to speak it, because that's the, the that's what we do right now. We speak in English, right? However, because you just hear it from people, that sometimes it's actually the correct or I mean the incorrect pronunciation, right? Sometimes I hear those and I'm not sure. What I do is I look it up in the dictionary and look at the phonetics. That's how you read it. Okay? There. The next topic that we will discuss is American speech music. Okay, American speech music. Okay, what are liaisons and intonation? That's what we're going to tackle. How important are those to my pronunciation? How will it make me sound more neutral? Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. Okay. Let's move on first, of course, with sound liaisons and connections. Now, in linguistics, it is the pronunciation of the usually silent final consonant of a word when followed by a word beginning with a vowel. Okay, this is a samples below, but simply put, these are sound connections. So you need to connect. Again, this takes practice because what I want you to do first is, of course, pronounce words clearly. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you to um, not read words too fast. Okay, but for you to sound American, or for you to be able to have that um, neutral accent, okay, liaisons need to happen. Okay, liaison can happen in words with T, D, or Z and the Y sound, consonant and vowel, consonant and consonant, vowel and vowel. Okay, so meaning there should be a sound connection. Let's see some examples here, or consonant and vowel. Okay, let's see first. When a word ends in a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound, okay, a principle of business, okay, a principle of business, okay. Sound liaison is more on reading it in one line and just connecting it. Okay, this one, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. Okay, you connect it. I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting. Okay, it's on your desk. Is on your desk. Okay, so that's actually how you do it. You just connect it all together. Okay, you just connect it like reading it in a fast line. But like what I said, this takes practice. Okay, this is the next step. Once you already know how to pronounce each words properly, especially the what do you call this, the pronunciation of each word. Okay, the next step to that is doing the liaison. All right. See here. When a word consonant and consonant, when a word ends in a consonant sound and the next word starts with a consonant sound that is in a similar position, they're connected. If you read it by word, it tells me to read. Okay, it tells me to read. But connecting it with the liaison, it tells me to read. Okay, it tells me to read. Next, how about today? How about a day? How about a day? Okay, see that, this is more on, like what I said, just connecting it all together. Okay, again, this one is just part of doing the accent, but what I would like you to do is, this is the next step. What's important for me right now, for you guys, is just to pronounce each word first properly, and then connecting it once you've already practiced that. Okay, like this one, vowel and vowel. Now it's pretty easy, this one. Go away. See, go away. How about now? How about now? Are you okay? Are you okay? We ought to do it. We ought to do it. 2 hours. 2 hours. Now, when you read, or I'm sorry, when you watch movies, this is how they pronounce, right? Because they're doing liaison. Okay, they're connecting it together, of course, because they are native speakers. But for you to be able to uh, have their accent as well, this is how we do it. Okay, right? The next one that I have is stress and rhythm. Stress and rhythm. Word stress. Stretch the syllable as it is pronounced. Okay, make it longer. Say it louder. Raise your voice for emphasis. Higher in pitch. Okay, these are our samples. Employee, geologic, intonation, reliability, occasion, equilibrium. See, you put stress and rhythm on the words, right? You put stress and rhythm on the words. Okay. See here, um, where you put your stress would have a different meaning already on the word. Okay, like the samples that I have on my screen right now: nouns versus verbs. Okay, record, 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 produce, produce, export, export, permit, permit, present, present, increase, increase. I hope that you can see or you can hear the difference. Okay, and then you have your compound nouns: greenhouse, worksheet, get together, bedtime, postscript, high tech. Okay. Compound adjectives and adverbs: ill tempered, mind blowing, old fashioned, non compliant, narrow minded, strong willed. Okay, so there's rhythm in how I pronounce the words. Okay, earlier what I want, or previously what I want you to do is just pronounce the word, right? But right now, next is putting rhythm and stress on the pronunciation of your word. Okay, see here. These are samples wherein you'd be able to see the difference where you put the stress. Okay, stress and rhythm. Um, let me go ahead and read the first line so that you would be able to see the difference. I didn't say you ate a pie. So the meaning of it is, of course, someone else said it. Okay, or the second line, it says, I didn't say you ate a pie. Okay, I really did not say it. I didn't say you ate a pie. I didn't say it, but I could have written it down. I didn't say you ate the pie. Okay, so it's like saying that someone else, right? I didn't say you ate the pie. I just told them you took it. I didn't say you ate the pie. Okay, maybe talking about a different or specific pie. I didn't say you ate the pie. It might be a cake. See the difference wherein you put the stress, it would have a different meaning already. Okay, that is why sometimes on text messages, right? This is typical for us Filipinos. In text messages, we put um emotion in the text, and that sometimes people would think that you mean differently. It's same thing with speaking. Where you put your stress, you already provide a different meaning. Okay, you can say the sentence over and over but have different stresses on each word. It would already give a different meaning each time you say it. Okay, that's actually one of the things that you have to be careful. Even in everyday life, we do not put, even in emails, right? In emails, sometimes a person that is doing email, they're just straight, meaning they're just emailing it. However, how we read it personally, we put emotion into it, and sometimes we feel that the blame is on us when we receive that email, especially if the email is regarding things about lost report or a report that is needed. Sometimes because how we read it, we put emotion into it. That's one of the things that you also have to remember. Don't put emotion into what you read. Okay, you talk to the person first. You talk to the person first just to make sure if that is how it is written. It may have been, it's not how it is written. It's just that that's how they are. um, there are people who when they write things, it's just they're just informing you, but because you are the one reading it, you put emotion into it. So just be very careful with that. Okay. All right. Again, moving on. So this one, okay, just an example again. Okay, how you put the stress. It's really remarkable. Okay, because there's exclamation point. So you have to at least put a stress into it, right? Because if you're just reading it, it's really remarkable. It doesn't have any emotion anymore. But if you read it with the high pitch or with the rhythm, it's really remarkable. Okay? It's like you're really at awe, right? The snake was enormous. The view is fantastic. A thunderous silence followed. How lovely. Okay, I hope that you are hearing what I'm telling you, guys, the difference of it. Okay, so that's actually how we do it. Okay, um, so I hope you guys learned, okay, something today. I actually had fun doing this session right now. This is because we're already connecting, right? Connecting what we have learned from previous days. And now we're doing it one by one on how we're going to do it, right? How we're going to do it when we're saying it. How we're so you would need to, especially when you're reading. This is one of the things. That's why um, uh, we are asking you to read a book and read it out loud. Put emotion into it. This is already that part. Okay, the first one is because we have to start with the basic first, wherein we read. Okay, we don't put emotions yet, but the next steps would be, okay, of course this is like a ladder. We're going up. All right. So there, I hope that you had fun today. I had fun. I'll see you tomorrow. So what's going to happen, I think, is yes, you're going to have a break first, and then you'll have 6 o'clock with Mary.
Yep, yep.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Mary, I'll leave it to you.
Thank you, Ate. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. So what we're going to do to after this one is we're going to have a 15. Actually, you know what? Let's do 30 minutes of break, and then Ate Lynette, can you make me like the host?
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on.
Thank you. Okay. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to have a let's do 30 minutes break. Let's have 30 minutes break for you. Yes, 30 minutes. Let's have a 30-minute break. Para makapagsain. Nandiyan pa ba si Ate Lynette? She's still here. Okay, she's English. So
Yes,
let's have...
I made you the host. I'm leaving. Goodbye,
Thank you.
guys.
Oh, okay. So, um, let's do 30 minutes. I'll give everyone 30 minutes. Eat dinner. Ayan, wala na si Ate Lynette. Makakapag-Tagalog na tayo, girls! Okay. So, let's have a 30-minute break. Magsaing. Magsalang na ng labahin yung sa hapon nagkakatubig. Coffee, stretching. Guys, especially for batch 2, you guys remember build. Don't forget to build. I'm going to do the same thing, and then let's reconnect at 6:15. For those who haven't submitted their tasks yet, if you haven't completed the assignment, that is okay. But today we're going to tackle assignment 1 and assignment 2. So if you haven't created your social media profiles and your LinkedIn, Upwork, and online jobs account, I highly recommend that you prioritize that just so you can follow yung ating magiging discussion. Yes, go to YouTube. For those who are still at work, or have bad connection. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Though I'm not sure. Bad internet connection or whatnot, you can stay on YouTube. I'll just send the activities there. Okay? See ya, guys.
See you later, coach.
See you,
Bye.
coach.
To face and then going to the Google form is actually it's this almost pretty much the same thing when you're submitting applications online, because you have to go to different websites, you have to check yung post, you actually have to find the perfect timing, and you have to express your motivation on why you want to start working from home. The only difference is when I ask you to comment, I ask you what your greatest or your biggest why is. But when you're applying for work, yung isinagot nyo sa biggest why nyo, you just have to interchange it and make it um, sound more professional. You got my interest. So isipin nyo ako si client, nag-apply kayo sa akin. You got my interest. I asked you guys to fill up a form and you guys were able to submit all of the details that I want you to submit in order to join my team, so to speak. Parang ganon, in order to join yung team. It is the same process when you're applying for online work. Pupunta kayo sa mga websites, magsisend kayo ng cover letter nyo, which you guys already created, ready na kayo. Magsasubmit kayo ng resume nyo, which you guys already created na rin. I-enhance na lang natin siya base sa mga matututunan pa natin dito sa training at saka sa mga pwede nyo pang mapanood sa YouTube, sa Google. All you have to do is know how to find the right keywords. And I also taught you that as well. How to and then the keyword. You've identified your biggest why, and so you already have a good foundation now kung bakit kailangan yung ituloy yung laban. Kasi guys, mahaba-habang laban ito. If ang aim nyo ay kumita kagad, di ba ang unang tanong ko kagad, if you are looking for easy money, if you're looking to earn 6 digits kagad, agad-agad, nagmamadali, may laban ba? May laban ba? Di ba wala? Kasi it's a pretty long process. But as long as you know your greatest why, you stay grounded, you have the proper mindset, eventually you will find the right client for you. You will find the right niche for you. So once you've identified, recognized, and realized your potential, you should have a better overview of what job types babagay sa personality ninyo. And kung hindi pa rin kayo masaya doon, mag-take ulit kayo ng disc profiling. Ano ba talaga yung bagay sa akin? Baka dito ako sumaya. Ano yung klase ng environment na hinahanap ko? Because bilang freelancer, hindi lang si client ang magdidictate ng kung anong gusto niya. It's a two-way street. Sasabihin nyo rin, I expect that my salary will start here. I expect that after 6 months, we will have a performance review. I expect that after 1 year, I'll have pay increase. I expect na you will guide me. And in return, this is what I can offer your company. I can actually add value in this aspect of your company. So, ganon. You're committed because if you are not committed, guys, out of 600 people na nag-apply, ilan na lang yung ano ngayon, di ba? Parang 200 na lang yung nagsasubmit, 150 na nga lang ata eh. Because you really want to learn. Kasi kung hindi ka naman talagang interesado, kung nakikita mo lang sa feed mo yung lumabas lang na, uy, malaki pa lang sahod ng ganito, biglang jumoin ka lang, di ba? You have to be that motivated para maging successful ka dito, because I've taught a lot of people how to start working from home, and quite frankly, around 90% of them hindi na tumuloy, including my brothers, because it's not for them. Freelancing is not for everyone, and so you have to really dig deep, find your biggest why, and know exactly why you're doing this. You've also identified na ano ba yung mga kailangan kong equipment, how to start working from home. You're familiar now with Zoom, how to join Zoom links. You're now familiar how to create calendar invites. You now know how to manage emails. You now realize, probably ngayon mo pa lang na-realize to, but when you created your social media profiles, when you submitted it sa Google Form, natuto ka ng Google Form at natuto ka ng sisimula ng social media websites. At the same time, nakapag-practice na kayo ng Canva, Google Forms, Zoom, basic computer usage, YouTube, screen capture, Gmail. Yung batch 2, hindi ko pa kayo nasasenda ng yung ibang tools na pwede nyong gamitin. I'd probably send it over later on. But the most important application, I think, especially when you're going to start applying na, is Crisp. I-share ko na yung link. Meron ba kayong link nung Crisp? Wait lang guys Crisp. Nasaan nga ba yun? Kasi kahit gaano kaganda yung headset na binili mo, kung maingay talaga yung environment, iingay talaga siya. And so far, for the past 2 years, 1 or 2 years, 1 year, last year ko lang na, 1 year, ang nag-work sa aming mag-asawa, kasi nga marami kaming aso. So sa mga ganito, sa mga streams, malamang maingay. But when we're taking phone calls, hindi siya maingay because we have Crisp. For those who doesn't have Crisp yet, you can download it download it here. Hold on. Sending it over. Guys, wag niyong i-flood yung message. Hindi ko nakikita. Sorry. Ngayon ko lang nakikita to. Okay, wait. Babalikan ko yung mga message niyo, ha? Okay. So, let's start first with... Isasend ko muna sa YouTube yung link ng Crisp para lang hindi siya makalimutan. You can download it from this link. Bite Me from YouTube. Day 1 is actually on my YouTube. Guys, if you know anyone that you think might benefit from our training, nasa YouTube siya. Naka-stream tayo sa YouTube every day. At naka-save siya. Kasi ang daming nagko-comment na stress ako. yung battery level ko nandito na siya. Kasi nasa nasa YouTube siya. So hindi man ma-replyan lahat. Kasi dami, sobrang flooded yung Instagram ko, yung Facebook ko. Hindi ko na nasasagot yung iba. If you guys know anyone, nasa YouTube yung lahat ng natin, ng activities natin. Nakasave siya. So kung may gusto kayong balikan, pwede nyo siyang balikan doon. Nasend ko na sa YouTube yung link ng Crisp. It's an application that you guys can use na sobrang mami-minimize yung noise sa paligid nyo. So let me share my siguro yung mga nasa YouTube makikita to, but when you click on the mic and then pinili mo yung Crisp, mawawala yung background noise niyan. Okay, mabilis tayo ngayon kasi marami tayong discussion. Next is I checked my resume, ang daming anong bubus?
Pagkakamali, ma.
Okay, sorry naman. Okay lang yan. I-review nyo siya ng i-review hanggang feeling nyo maayos na siya. Kasi ako, di ba, remember, nung shinare ko sa inyo yung yung resume ko, ang dami kong gustong baguhin. Kasi yung color na yon, feeling ko, yun yung brand color ko last year. Pero ngayon, pag tinignan ko, parang, ay, gusto ko medyo darker. Ganyan. Bago lang ako dito. Asan po makikita ang day 1 na training? Howie, malamang hindi ka kasama sa batch. Pumasok ka lang talaga sa training. But welcome to batch 2 and batch 3. This is Zoom meeting. So you can find day 1 on YouTube. Pero okay lang. Feel free to join in. This is actually a great opportunity. Appreciate everything. Thank you so much, Anne. I want you guys to actually know that maniningil po ako ng piso sa GCash ko sa Biyernes. Charot. Kasi ang dami nagtatanong, sino kami? Edgar, tama ba? Yung mga nagko-comment na galing dito sa batch, parang isang buong session, isang buong 60 seconds ng TikTok. Sabi ko, wala po talaga babayaran. Wala pong babayaran. May nagtanong pa rin. Sabi niya, wala po ba talagang babayaran? I'm like, kinulang pa yung 60 seconds. Okay. Attendance link, Queenie, it's pinned sa YouTube. I can actually send it here. But if you guys go to, ay, naglalagang ano, okay. If you guys can save this, it will be the same, almost the same, except yung activity link. It will be the same link. Yes, may attendance po, Howie, but I think the reason why you're not familiar with the attendance, the question sheet, is you're actually not part of the batch. You're just joining today, so medyo naninibago ka. Buti dito libre. Ito naman, nag-mention pa ng pangalan, hindi ko naiimikin sa live. 10K daw. Wala, Howie, since you're new here, quickly lang. So wala pang bayad, free po yung training, may mga activities dito. You can watch the replay on YouTube, and what I would highly recommend, mamaya na, ikaw ba to, Howie, yung Bite Me? So what I would recommend is, check nyo na lang mamaya yung replay. Makikita nyo iisa yung itsura niya ng ano, ng, walang iimik ng pangalan ng inimik niya. ng ganon. This is basic. So, sa basic training kasi, puro basic, paano maghahanap ng niche, paano malalaman kung ano bagay na work. Now, siguro, I would recommend, if you guys feel that freelancing is really for you and you're ready to invest, mag-aral kayo ng mga lessons, hanap kayo ngayon ng yung specialization nyo na. I might be magagalit si Ate Lynette. I might be able to offer specialization, but not in the next 1 or 2 months. Are we clear? Now, Rochelle is asking, aside from email signature, what else do we need to pass for day 2? I sent an email, Rochelle, and I also posted on Facebook, on our Facebook group, what you need to submit for day 2. And it's a pretty long assignment. Guys, mabilisan talaga yung discussion natin today because we're going to cover 1, yung assignment 1 nyo, at 2, assignment 2 nyo. So, yun. Another thing that you might not realize it, you might have not realized yet, is the fact that you already started drafting your resume. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, it's a draft. Guys, revisit your resume every now and then. You'd be able to identify a couple of things that you want to improve, and that's okay. Those who haven't submitted their resumes yet, their activities yet, that's okay. But one thing that you just learned out of creating those assignments and activities is that the clients will actually do the same thing, almost the same thing. They'll send you a task, they'll give you a due date, and then they'd let you do your thing. That's exactly how a virtual assistant works. Now, there are clients that will just send recordings sa WhatsApp. May clients na wala na sila talagang time, tatawagan na lang nila kayo sa dialer, sa soft phone nyo, and let you know, hey, can you find me a hotel in Las Vegas that's open from September ganito to September ganyan. And nakapag-practice na rin kayo nung pagsisend ng calendar invite because you had that as your assignment. Right? We're going to have a more detailed like coaching dun sa schedule nyo sa akin na calendar invite. So mas maliit na yung yun yung problema pag masyadong malaki yung group is hindi kayo natututukan masyado, and I want to have like smaller groups para mas ma-discuss natin yung mga areas na hindi natin masyadong napagtuunan ng pansin but you feel like will definitely help you in this field. Are we good?
Yes, po.
Nakakamera ako. Tatanong si Mr. kung nakakamera.
Thank you, Coach.
No good. No good. Good job. Okay. So you also saw some of the freelancing platforms. I asked you to create profiles, and these are the 2 platforms, actually 3, pati LinkedIn. These are the 3 3 platforms that I highly recommend if you are just starting out. Just because ito yung pinakang, kumbaga para sa akin, ay pinakang safe. We're also going to talk about red flags in a bit. But before we move forward, I just want to discuss real quick, especially for batch 2, and I want to touch base with especially with batch 3. And I want to touch base with batch 2 if you are already practicing it. Because I want this environment, and you'd probably notice it as well sa TikTok at sa Facebook, is we want to keep a positive attitude towards work. Anyone who say na ay pagod na ako, sabi ko hindi ka pagod, hindi ka palang nabibigyan ng magandang offer na magmamatch dun sa pagod mo. You guys are all open to learning new things because tumataas ang sahod ng freelancer base sa nalalaman niya. So the secret sauce is upskill. Halapin mo lang kung ano yung gusto mo na field, kung ano yung ginagawa mo. And then pag nakita mo na kung saan kang pinakang komportable, doon ka bank on that, doon ka mag-invest. Doon ka mag-invest ng oras, ng panahon. Hanapin mo muna yung tamang tao bago ka magpuyat. Clear?
Clear po.
Coach,
Clear
hugot yun,
po.
coach.
Basta,
Tamang tao na.
Coach.
Ano yan?
Tamang tao na.
Tamang tao,
hanapin mo
coach.
yun. Correct. Hanapin mo muna yung tamang tao para sa'yo bago ka mag-invest ng oras, ng pera. Walang pinagkaiba yan. Alam nyo na kung anong tinutukoy ko. Okay.
Yes, coach.
Now, let's talk about build. Build this is how, because a lot of people, their greatest challenge is how to manage work and life balance, how to have work-life balance. And so, I want you guys to adapt this habit. Wait, ubo ako. No, wala pa po ako nun. 5 things that you need to do every single day to get ahead of the game and to stay on top of your own game. Number 1, the word is build. Do something for your body, do something for yourself, do something for your investment, and do something for your loved ones. And last but definitely not the least is do something for your own development. So you start your day by doing something good for your body. Mag-exercise ka, and then do something for yourself. Maligo ka bago ka gumawa ng kung ano pa man. Ganun yung ginagawa ko. And then you start doing something for your investment or yung money-making habit nyo. So, ay yung pinakang nagko-consume ng mahabang oras natin. So, ay yung pinakang malaki yung investment ninyo. Yun yung 8 hours ninyo per day. Kung gusto nyong mag-work ng mga 12 hours, kung anong trip nyo. Dito kasi sa freelancing, ang oras ninyo is not just dependent sa client na ninyo. Magsasabi din kayo sa client niyo that I'm only able to work 5 hours per day, Monday to Friday. I am open to working holidays or weekends, but I want to take these following dates off. You always have to make sure that you communicate it with your client. Okay? So that's I. L is for your loved ones. Never miss a moment of makipaglaro kayo sa aso nyo, makipag-usap kayo sa parents nyo, makipag-usap kayo sa anak nyo. Always dedicate some time to speak with them para at least hindi sila nang-aabala kapag oras na ng trabaho nyo. And last but not the least, always do something for your own development. Either makinig kayo ng podcast, at the very least 15 minutes magbasa kayo, learn something new every day. And let's make this a habit every single day para we get ahead of, kasi this is not everyone is doing this, not everyone is practicing it. So imagine that the kind of parang level up ninyo from everyone else if you're doing this. Are we good? Now, build is also nandun din yun sa may nag-post nun may nag-take note nun last week para lang maalala nyo siya. And then you, of course, always watch the replay. So, next, let's talk about your assignment number 1, which is I sent you guys an email. I gave you my availability. I advised you to send me a calendar invite. And I told you guys that it has to be a 15-minute meeting with me, to send it as a Zoom meeting, but as a calendar invite. And para lang aware kayo, share ko yung screen ko. Ito yung mga most common errors na nakita ko. Wait lang, share screen. This. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Ngayon, hindi kita ng nasa YouTube. Properties. Okay. So this is how it would look like after you send your invite. Yan. So mapapansin niyo, ang dami 21 yung 4 p.m. May mga nakita ako na nag-send ng more than 15 minutes. You have to be very careful when it comes to sending a calendar invite. So, Alex, this is your invite. So, makikita ninyo, ang availability ko, sabi ko 15 minutes lang. So, let's change this. To change it, all you have to do is click dun sa, ito, wait. So, you just have to click this pen. You guys can see my screen, no?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes po.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, coach.
Okay. So, click this. And then, since sabi ko 15 minutes lang, dapat 4 to 4:15 lang. Makikita nyo 15 minutes. And then, teka, wait lang. Hide floating meeting control. Okay. Ano ba tong audio setting pack? Okay. And then you click on save. Now that would send, Alex, if you're here, that will send you a notification that I requested to change yung... Good job, Abby. Tama. Hana, tama. Ito yung kay kanina. Angel, tama. Okay. So, stop natin muna yung sharing para hindi siya... Sorry sa mga nasa YouTube guys ha, kasi lalabas yung yung mga emails. So, stop sharing. Tanggalin ko muna. Cancel muna. Patayin muna natin ang Zoom. Sorry sa mga nasa YouTube, di nyo makikita to. Okay. So, always make sure the instruction is 15 minutes lang. So, guys, pag sinabing 15 minutes lang, make sure na tama yung date, tama yung oras, tama yung length ng meeting. And if hindi kayo sure, basahin nyo lang ng paulit-ulit yung instruction hanggang mag-sink in sa inyo na, okay, step 1, ito yung gagawin ko. Step 2, ito yung gagawin ko. Now, remember we discussed about learning styles yesterday. You have to identify how, was it yesterday? Sorry? Or
Yes po.
kahapon yung
It was
learning style
yesterday.
na? Okay.
It was yesterday, Coach.
Yon. So, yesterday we've talked about learning style. Kung ano yung learning style nyo, yun yung gagamitin ninyo para alam nyo kung paano kayong matututo. So, halimbawa naman, alam nyong matututo kayo is by watching, go to YouTube. YouTube is like the best source of learning for those who are for the watchers. Iba-iba yun eh, di ba? Doer, watcher, listener. audio, visual, yon. So, dun nyo ngayon pwedeng i-apply yon. Who else here? Si City hindi ko in-accept. Bakit? August 30. Okay. Yes, tama. Pag hindi naka-highlight yung blue, kita niyo pa yung screen ko, no?
Yes, coach.
Yes,
Okay.
coach.
So, pag hindi naka-highlight yung blue, ibig sabihin hindi nyo pa na-accept yun. And pag pumunta kayo sa calendar ninyo, dito sa taas, pag clinic nyo yan, go to calendar, mapapapunta kayo dito. Dapat naka-plot din siya. So, let's check yung mga hindi ko pa na-accept kung bakit. Yes. Going. Maricar, if you're here, next time make sure to read kasi sabi ko ang name nung meeting should be mock interview. So yung may mga hindi nakasulat ng mock interview dyan or may dinagdag, make sure to follow instructions. Specifically yung mga binigay ni client na nakalist down. Okay? 7:30 to 8. Maricar, are you here? Baka nasa YouTube. So, pag ganyan, 15 minutes lang, isasend ko na lang ulit ng bago. Malamang maraming wala dito, especially yung mga nag-send ng as calendar invite. Now, what I'm curious is yung mga naka Mac, hindi ko alam kung calendar invite na ba yun. Nandito ba yung mga naka Mac? Wala naka-Mac dito. So anyway, yung mga naka-Mac, kasi parang kakaiba yung lumalabas na itsura ng calendar invite. So tinanong ko muna just to be sure kung ganun na ba talaga yung itsura ng calendar invite nila. Meron kasing naka-Mac tapos Yahoo yung gamit niya. So medyo iba yung itsura. Angelica, I'm changing this to 15 minutes. Sa mga nasa YouTube, sorry, hindi nyo nakikita kasi hindi na ako mag-share ng ano. May questions sa guys, baka may mamiss ako na questions, nakapin sa YouTube kung saan nyo pwedeng isend yung question ha. Kahit hindi po ba noise cancelling yung headset, effective po ba siya? Hindi ako sure. Kasi hindi ko pa natatry ng hindi naka-noise cancelling headset na using Chris.
Hindi po coach.
Hindi siya effective?
Meron siyang, yes. May maririnig siyang background, pero little, pero may background pa rin.
Okay. Good. So, magandang combination talaga is noise cancelling headset and then crisp tapos isi-set up mo siya. Magawa na lang ako guys ng separate na YouTube video na training, parang tutorial on how to. Si Hazel ngayon lang natawa dun sa hanapin ng tamang tao bago magpuyat na joke ko. Kanina pa, naka-move on na kami girl. Nasa kalendaryo na kami. Okay. So, gawa na lang ako ng separate training material para sa crisp ha. Kasi marami tayo ditong discussion na talagang bilis lang. Eto na, tapos na. Okay, next. Ganon. Mabilis tayong mag-move on para sa mga topics. So, Angelica, 15 minutes na. Naayos ko na. Nandito na yung Zoom link. Yes. Bakit Teka sandali. Ulitin ko. Kaya pala, hindi ko to in-accept. Naka-weekly siya. Guys, ang sabi ko, choose one specific day. So, ang nakalagay niya dito is naka-weekly. Naku, parang hindi ko alam kung paano baguhin to. Yung naka-weekly. So, no. More actions. Angelica, please send the new one. This and following events. You guys are following? Kung paano ko siyang ina-accept? Okay.
Yes, coach.
And for those who are already familiar with this, guys, please bear with us because again, just going back to our main goal is para at least everyone will have a better idea on how this works. 5 p.m. Bakit hindi ko to tinanggap? Maravillon.
Ako yung nag-chat sa Instagram, coach.
Okay. Ba't di ko pa siya ina-accept? May sinabi ba ako sa'yo kung bakit?
Ano coach, hindi ko siya na-edit kanina kasi nasa work ako kaya
Okay.
ngayon ko lang na-send. Oo.
Ngayon lang. Okay. Okay,
Ah, ah.
akala ko na-miss ko siya. Sige, good. Okay, this one, si Faye. Pati ko pa siya ina-accept 15 minutes. Kasi ito yata siya yung Yahoo. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, yes. No title, kaya hindi ko tinanggap. Marie Charm, if you're here, i-delete ko to. Please send a new one. Okay. So, ganyan yan. So, kung makikita ninyo yung calendar ko, the reason why nandito siya sa VA na calendar is because yung calendar ko, punong-puno yan. And then, one other tool that can help you multitask would be Asana. Do you guys know what Asana looks like?
Familiar with it,
Yes
coach?
po.
Okay, good. Teka,
No coach.
No
pakita
po,
ko sa inyo siya. Teka, check ko lang kung pwede ko ipakita sa inyo yung Asana ko dito. Alam niyo na, be very careful when sharing. Anong nakikita niyo sa end niyo?
Google Calendar.
Calendar po coach.
Google Calendar lang po.
Google
Calendar.
Calendar lang. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Teka, sandali ha. Lipat ako sa personal ko na task.
Hello.
ERP. Working ERP. Kung sino ka mang hello. Ito yata, pwede ko tong iano. Ay, hindi din. Kasi ang Asana ko, ayan, si Lucy. Coach, yung sa akin po accepted na, pero tama lang po kaya yung ginawa ko. Lucy, I think yes. Pag ini-yes ko, pag in-accept ko, malamang sa alamang na-review ko na yon and tama naman siya. Check ko lang yung sa ano ha, sa anak ko kung pwede ko siyang i-share sa inyo. Ito pwede siguro to. Okay. Resume. Ano na nakikita nyo guys?
Yung Asana na po na
Asana.
calendar.
Asana
Yung
coach.
Asana po.
Ayan. Pwede nating i-share din to sa properties. Pwede natin tong i-share sa mga nasa YouTube. Kasi yung mga nasa YouTube, limited yung nakikita nila gawa nitong ano. Siyempre may mga emails. So, as much as possible, nililimit natin yung emails. Wait lang ha. Ayan, okay. Zoom. Okay. So, for YouTube, sana makita nyo to. Nawala naman pati. So, this is how Asana looks like. May app nito sa phone, iOS and Android. What I do is, I create new task. Yan. Meron din kayong pwedeng ilagay na daily, weekly. Medyo, saglit lang guys, nag-ano ako eh. So, daily task, weekly task, ganyan. Pwede kayo mag-create ng task. Halimbawa ako, whenever we're onboarding a new VA sa top, ito yung mga tasks na ginagawa namin. So, we create their work emails for them. Yung, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, may mga clients na bibigyan talaga kayo ng email nila na may @top remote worker or hindi na lang siya magiging @gmail.com. So, may mga subtask dito. Pag chinikan ko yan, mako-complete na siya. Pwede ka rin mag-set ng due date. Pwede ka rin mag-ilagay sa project. And going back, if you're not really familiar with Asana, YouTube, how to use Asana. Okay? This helps me, kung mapapansin nyo, teka, hindi ako sure kung pwede kong i-share yung personal Asana ko. Sandali guys, sisilipin ko lang ha. Kasi yung personal na Asana ko ay nandun yung lahat ng pwede naman siguro, sandali. Hindi ko na lang i-move. Okay. So this is my personal Asana. Marami yung task na do. So makikita nyo dito, payables. May project ako na payables. Lahat nandyan, credit cards. Meron send recordings to Eugene, client yan. Wala namang last name, so carry lang. I always check my credit card charges every Monday. Pero na-move na siya ngayon. Sa school, sa business, sa lahat, MaxiCare, personal na buhay, nandyan siya. You might want to try it first doon sa mga daily chores nyo. Kasi dati nagsimula akong gamitin si Asana doon lang sa simpleng clean kitchen every Monday. Tapos checkan ko lang siya. Because the more you keep track of your yung task, the more na may na-checkan ka sa day-to-day project mo, mas na-motivate ka na to do more. So it really helps to track your tasks. And especially if you're aiming for multiple clients, or if you're aiming for freelancing, your clients will give you several different tasks. Eventually, you'll get lost in the shuffle of ano na ba yung dapat mong gawin. Okay? Now, merong iba-ibang uri ng ang tawag dito sa Asana is task management app. May iba't ibang uri ng stop sharing. Paano mag-stop ng share? More? Stop sharing. Walang stop sharing. Diyos ko po, may end ko ang ano. Babe, how do I stop sharing? Nasaan? Ayun pa. Ay, Diyos ko po. Alalamunin ako ng buhay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, may iba't ibang uri ng task management app. Trello. Trello. What else? What else, P? Ano pa bang meron?
There's also Monday.com, coach.
Monday.com, pinakang bago siya at usong-uso siyang ginagamit ngayon ng real estate.
Yep, ClickUp as well.
ClickUp, ginagamit ko siya ngayon doon sa isa kong client, pero hindi as task management app, more on nandun yung mga pagpasok ng leads. Ganon. Pagpasok ng leads doon naka-zap. So may iba-ibang uri kasi ng ganyan, and for the most part, halimbawa, tinanong kayo ng client during interview, what tasks are you, yung isang app, monday.com, as in the day, Monday. Meron pa kayong ma-share na na app? Meron pa bang akong namimiss? Monday, Trello, Kanban Flow. If you type task management app sa Google, maglilist yun. Or i-type nyo best task management app. Next, bilis natin mag-move on, diba? Ganun dapat. Next topic. Yung assignment ninyo. Now, can you guys raise your hand if you are open to the idea of me opening your submissions? Mag-ano na kayo, guys, magpresenta na kayo para kasi otherwise mamimili ako ng by number.
Ayos lang po, Coach.
Ayos lang? Sandali Nag-ano yung Zoom? Ayan, okay. Tingnan natin kung sino mga nag-raise ng hand. Okay. Let's start with, hold on. Let's do Joveline Antipas. Teka, tatago ko yung share screen. Okay. Yung mga nasa YouTube, wala ulit kayong makikita, but Magre-review tayo. Okay, let's do Jovelyn. Ayun pala, sabi ni Mary Grace Ramos, Slack at saka Slack is, hindi, meron ba sa Slack task management? Basecamp meron.
Nope, it's mostly comms tool, Coach. Slack.
Ayun. Slack, S-L-A-C-K, is comms lang. Pwede tayo mag-practice ng Slack siguro bukas. Gawin natin assignment yon para Jovelyn, check namin yung resume mo.
Okay, coach.
Pero hindi to kita sa YouTube. Hindi ko na lang share sa YouTube. Okay? Virtual assistant graphics designer. I was about to say pang ano yung design mo, pang someone na with graphics, yun naman pala talaga. Ang eng ko, 'di ba? Hindi ko binasa. I like the color. I like the size of your picture. Kita nyo guys, no? Just to be sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, coach.
So I like the color. Objective. I'm passionate on helping my clients in growing their business while continuing to develop my skills and grow professionally. I like that. Skills, email management, good. Calendar management, administrative support, lead gen, copywriting, nice. Video editing, nice. Facebook ads, marunong ka, girl?
Actually, coach, naka-join po kasi ako ng training, kaya medyo may alam na po ako konti.
Like that. Gusto ko yun. May free course tayo sa Facebook din, no? May certification din yun.
Hindi ko pa po yun na-check, coach.
Send ko sa inyo yung link. Facebook, free siya. Matututunan mo si Facebook ads. Hanapin ko yung link. Sinend na sa akin yun ng workmate ko eh. Interest. How about this? Instead of naka-bullet point si interest mo, how about creating icons that represents writing, photography, traveling, graphics. Create icons. Since graphics design yung tagline mo, I would highly recommend adding just a couple more icons. Yes, Jamila, Facebook Blueprint. Ang Facebook ads, medyo complicated. Depende sa, actually, all types of jobs na papasukin nyo sa freelancing, it will be complicated if it's not something that you're really into. Ako, gusto kong matuto ng Facebook ads, Google ads. Nag-start na akong mag-lesson, pero hindi ko siya natatapos just because hindi siya yung current interest ko. You might want to consider that, Jovelyn, instead of, since graphics design, why not add, instead of bullets, itong part na to? Why not add, lagyan ko na ng comment change to, pag nilagay ko ba to dito, makikita nyo? Parang hindi, no? So anyway, change mo to icons. Educational background, remove high school. Work experience. Okay, good. Etong sa baba, eto pwede mo na sigurong pahabain to. And then, etong sa taas, yung phone number, email, LinkedIn. Paliitin mo pa ng konti.
Yes,
Yung,
coach.
may WhatsApp ka? Kasi kung may WhatsApp ka, yung icon mo ng phone, you might wanna change it to WhatsApp or Viber. Okay, next. Tingnan natin yung cover letter mo. Teka, hide ko lang tong hide floating controls. Cover letter. Haba, girl. Kita ko kagad. Okay. May short version ka nito?
Meron po, coach, pero yung sa pag-send po, isang file lang po kasi pwede, kaya yan na lang yung pinili ko.
Okay. Wait, nag-iisip ako ha ng English. Mas maganda. Maganda kasi yung panimula mo yung in response to your job advertisement. In response to your job advertisement. I'd like to show my interest in applying for the virtual assistant position. Instead of putting A. I was a product coordinating. Okay, good. I can do data entry, Google Docs, spreadsheet, manage Google Drive, calendar, handle your emails, set appointments. Good. In addition, I previously had my intensive virtual training at good. I know that the combination of my training and experience, good job. I'm organized, nice. Pinakamaiksi nun, pag paiiksiin mo lang siya, itong taas. Kita niyo ba hina-highlight ko? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, coach.
Maiksing version, pwedeng ito lang yung gamitin mo. And then, let's talk. Remove the thank you for your time and consideration. Assume na kagad na kukunin ka ni client. Let's talk. Or, when can we hop on a quick call? Remove best regards. Just sign it with your name. Bilisan ko na yung review, guys, ha? Floating controls. Next, let's check your speed test mo. And this is how we review applicants. Kailangan mo mag-upgrade, girl. Nice. I love the fact na consistent yung branding mo ng colors. Okay? Okay. Kasi iniisip ko, baka ma-flood ka ng spam since nandun yung contact info mo. Hindi ko usually dinidisplay sa banner yung contact info just because ayokong na-flood ako ng mga lead generators. Upwork, okay lang? Buksan ko? Binuksan ko na, hindi ka na no. Okay. Portfolio, generate leads, okay. Take exams. Tapos, this one, remove the high. You wanna take advantage of this area right here to tell possible clients what you can do. So, what you can, and then check, spell check, use Grammarly, mag-spell check ka. Etong area na to, ang ilagay nyo kagad dito is I'm a certified what freelancer, like certified Facebook ads specialist with experience as a product development coordinator. Remove mo na yung years. If it's below 5 years, wag mo nang i-add yung years. And then I can help you with virtual assistance data entry. Also, may tip ako sa inyo. Punta kayo dito sa taas, search for talent, graphics artist. Kung yun yung gusto mo ha, graphics artist. Check mo si Robert. Check mo yung profile niya and paano niya dinescribe yung sarili niya. So, hi, I'm Robert. I've been a freelance, wag din to. Pero ang taas ng rate niya. At nasa kauna-unahan siya. I specialize in making okay, alam ko na kung bakit. Pwede nyo kasing kopyahin to. Yung halimbawa, marunong ako ng, I specialize, marunong kayo ng 3D models with optimized ganyan. Pwede nyo kopyahin yan sa profile nyo. 100% job success pala siya. Let's check. And I just typed in graphics artist ha. Tingin tayo dito sa may bandang baba. Ito, si Margarita. Makakakita kayo dyan ng, kagaya nito, I'm a 3D generalist 3, that hindi ko naintindihan yung binabasa ko, but I have many years of professional experience with both. Did you notice hindi niya nilagay yung years? Instead, she used, I have many years. Every day, I work on various computer animations, renderings, preparing graphics for, yan, kung ano man yung sinasabi niya. Hindi ko alam kung naiintindihan nyo guys, kung may nakakaintindi, but you do get the gist of what I'm trying to say, right? Let's try searching for talent virtual assistant. I love that she used highly experienced and she is charging $35 an hour. Personal and virtual support of senior executives and progressive executive. Wow, I love the wording. No wonder nasa top siya kasi ang tawag dito is yung keywords na ginamit niya na ano niya yung ano, ganun yung ano ng SEO eh. Yung concept ng SEO. Keyword tapos ito yung description. So heading, subheading. Okay? So that's one other learning. Next, let's check online jobs. Jovelyn, nandiyan ka pa?
Yes, coach.
Okay pa? Diretso?
Okay lang po. Okay lang po.
Okay, sige. Next, change your picture to something na mas better, mas kita yung mukha mo. Good job. Meron ka ng time proof, verified ka na. Ito, for data entry, gawin mo ng 5. Research, gawin mo ng 5. Huwag kayong mahiya na isagad na ang mentality nyo is let's leave 1 star para lang sa area for learning. No, sagadin nyo ng 5. Admin assistant, 5. Email management, may sarili kang email, 5. Personal assistant, gawin mong 5. Nag-work ka ba as tutor?
May experience po po as a teacher assistant po, pero hindi ko yung
I-5 mo na ito. Itong tutor teaching, make it 5. Okay. Since ang gusto mong, ang tatahakin mo muna sa ngayon na expertise is on graphics and multimedia, I highly recommend graphics editing 5, Illustrator 4. Taasan mo yung score mo dito. Sa logo design 5. Photoshop, marunong ka?
Yes, coach.
5. Shirt design 5. Video editing, marunong ka, di ba?
Yes, coach.
Make it 5. So wag na kayong mahiya na i-score ito ng 5 just because hindi pa kayo confident. Make it 5. And then, guys, always have the yes mentality. Yes, I know how to do it. And then you go to Google. Yes, I know how to do it. And then you learn. Okay? What you have to gain first is confidence. And then, kapag confident na kayo, saka na kayo mag-aral. Pero make sure din naman maglalaan kayo ng oras ng pag-aaral. Are we clear?
Yes,
Do you have,
coach.
Coach.
if you guys have call center experience, customer support, email support, phone support, lahat ito ifa-5 nyo. Real estate. Nag-real estate ka, Jovelyn?
Ano lang po, nagawa ng graphics yung sa flyers nila, calling cards. Yun po yung experience ko dun sa coach.
Okay, make this 5. Tapos pag tinanong ka, what's your experience on real estate services? I've assisted a couple of real estate companies create graphics design. I'm always lean towards whatever position you're applying for. Skills rating, design, project management, make it 4. Anything na i-grade mo para sa ano mo kailangan ganon. That's Facebook. This is a page.
Yes, coach.
Okay. Make sure to check yung size nung ano, ibaba mo yung logo, ibaba mo pababa ng onte. And then, pati ito, hindi kitang masyado yung mga nasa taas. Ibaba mo pa siya ng konti. For those who are wondering kung ano yung pinakang the best na size ng Facebook banner size, I think Tapos yung year, kasi nagbabago to, is 820 by 312. So you might want to resize it para lang sakto siya dun sa taas. And then igigitna mo. Always make sure na nakagitna. Masyadong marami yung words. So instead of ganito siya, pwedeng magkakadikit. Tapos may period lang sa gitna. Tapos basagin mo yung color, girl. Like gawin mong puti siguro yung ano. Kung ano man yung para mag-pop yung services. Mag-pop up yung services pag tiningnan. Next. Instagram. Instagram, wala namang masyado as long as you use your logo. But I love how you used your, Diyos ko po, hindi natigil. Ang dami kong message. Nice. Okay. For everyone, if you didn't do this just yet, you can actually put the link. Tapos, Jovelyn, use bit.ly, bit.ly, para paigsiin yung link nito. So, pupunta ka lang sa bit.ly. Send ko sa chat. Teka, asan yung chat? Nawala yung chat. Basta nakita mo naman, no, bit, ito, .ly. Para ma-shorten yung link. So, instead of mahaba ito, link lang. Tapos, guys, for everyone who created their Instagram and Facebook, just so you guys are aware, if you wanna build your following, you have to have at the very least three posts per week that's related to the service that you're going to offer. You might want to practice that starting today or bukas kung wala pa kayong time, or weekend. And then you can use some sites na automatic na mag-i-schedule para sa inyo. Now, medyo mahabang discussion yon. It's actually part of social media marketing. So I'll try to post a video about how you can have more following on Instagram, on Facebook, on at yung recently ko lang na-discover TikTok para paano dumami ang following. Okay? So, that's pretty much it for you, Jovelyn. Review mo yung hindi ko naman napapakinggan yung call. Review mo yung yung replay para sa comments, and never stop na i-improve yung profile mo. Always mo siyang i-review. Kung pwedeng every month, di ba, napansin natin 1 week lang nag-change na yung personality type natin. So, you might want to check on that. Next, Jamila. Everyone will have the opportunity to review this, ha? Kita niyo pa yung screen ko? We'll spend more time reviewing this next week, yung schedule ninyo. Jamila, open ko, ha? Hindi naman naka-share sa sa YouTube. Baka may question tayo sa YouTube. Sorry sa mga nasa YouTube, ha? Hindi ko na kayo hindi ko pa kayo nakikita. Pero Lucy nandito, wala yata si Lucy sa Lucy, pag nasa Zoom ka na lang tayo mag-review nung sayo. Next week, maglaan tayo ng 15 to 30 minutes para sa inyo. Para para ma-review natin. Jamila, ang daming ganap ng resume mo. Let's try na bawasan to ng konti. Virtual assistant, computer 7, goal-oriented administrative assistant. I love to take new opportunities and challenges. Remove I love to take Jamila, are you there? Jamila? Naka-mute ka, girl.
Yes po.
Ayan, okay, perfect. Tanggalin mo na tong I love to take new opportunities and challenges. Tapos gawin mong ito lang, skilled in, gusto ko yan, in supporting businesses. I like that. I like the fact na you're upfront, you know na, the client will know na you will add value to their company. Next, address itaas mo ng konti si email mo at saka itong phone number. Tapos, itaas mo ng konti, tanggalin mo yung gap. Tapos, education, ibaba mo ng konti. Eto, gawin mong BS and BT major in human. Yan. Certifications, tanggalin mo yung from LinkedIn. Skills, okay. Basic use of Canva, okay. So, instead of time management, calendar management mo na lang. Sun life, okay. Kaya mo pang pauntiin to? If yes, go.
Okay po.
Tapos, make sure ito, kagaya nito, handled all record-keeping data. Make sure to keep that. Anything na with numbers, halimbawa, I've handled like 1,500 profiles for ganyan-ganyan. Anything with numbers is good to keep dito. Paigsiin mo lang ng konti para hindi crowded tingnan. Something similar to this one. Pero ito, nakalagay employee handles confidential incomings. Okay, good dyan. Online tools, tanggalin mo na to. Social media profiles, tanggalin mo na yung links. Ito, to. And then if they ask na lang, saka mo na lang i-provide. But you may wanna put yung icons dito sa somewhere in contact para lang alam nila that you have these 3 available if kailangan nilang malaman. So at least mas mapapalaki mo pa ng konti to, hindi siya ganun ka-crowded tingnan. Alright?
Okay po.
Next, mabilisan na guys. Wait lang. Tingnan ko lang kung ano. May guest kasi tayo today. Wait lang ah. Okay, next. Cover letter. Tanggalin mo na yung I would like to apply. I'm the virtual assistant you're looking for. Assume the position. Tanggalin mo na rin yung over 3. Lagyan mo lang ng as an administrative professional with years of experience. Tanggalin mo na rin to. Yung ano, it taught me, idiretso mo na sa I help businesses lessen their day-to-day tasks by providing them admin support in email. Okay, that's good. Also have knowledge in social media management and I'm familiar with tools like Canva and Trello. Good. Taught me the importance of accuracy. Familiar yun ah. But that's good. I am goal-oriented person and open to opportunities and challenges. Looking forward, instead of saying looking forward to hear from you soon, lagay mo let's talk or type mo sa Google call to action. Type nyo guys sa Google, yun yung gamitin yung call to action. Always assume position, always assume power. Let them know that you're interested, that you can actually help them and show them exactly how you can help them. Wag yung ano, yung medyo wag yun ang anuhin yung ano. It taught me a lot of things, ganyan. I-direct to the point nyo na. Next, yung short cover letter mo, yung first paragraph lang gamitin mo ha. Okay. Speed test. Nice. Next. LinkedIn. Ingay ng neighbors. Kilig nyo?
Hindi po.
Ah, nag-iiyak ang bagetching. Yung picture mo, ilipat mo dito sa kabila. Yung name mo, pwede mo nang tanggalin kasi nandito na sa baba. And then, dito sa tagline mo, lagyan mo to ng ano pa. Lagyan mo pa ng tagline dito sa baba. Ngayon dito guys, sa LinkedIn, pwede nyong idagdag dito yung, makikita na dito yung certifications, 'di ba? Pero lahat yung dito nyo ngayon pahabain yung mga work experience ninyo. Tapos yung picture mo, girl, ilipat mo dito sa kabila ha, para lang hindi mag-ano. Or you might want to stay in sa branding mo. Halimbawa, yung color na blue, dapat yung profile picture mo dito meron ding makukuhang color na ganon or ganitong color. Para lang hindi siya magkahiwalay na colors. Color is everything. Type nyo sa psychology of colors para mas may idea kayo kung paano yung what do you call that? Ay, okay. Kailangan ko mag-log in. Later ko na lang check yung Upwork mo. Next, basic info. Okay, good. Facebook. Okay, ito mas gusto ko to kasi yung color consistency niya nandun. Kung may ginamit mo tong si color na to, you might want to change yung background na rin ng picture mo into something na ganito. So mamili ka either ito or yun. Type nyo psychology of colors ha. Tapos kasi yun yung usually ginagamit sa Pwede rin yun yung i-search palette, color palettes. Diyos ko, hindi natigil ang ko. Ay, hindi nagbukas, girl. Hindi pa nasagot yung ating guest. May meeting daw siya kasabay. Sorry naman. Okay. So, that's pretty much it. Jamila, change mo yung type mo color palettes, tapos hanapin mo yung color, green color palettes, para may idea ka doon sa color ng branding when it comes to branding, at saka psychology of colors, para alam mo kung ano yung mga colors that would attract like professionals. If you're looking for if graphics artist, medyo mas maraming colors yun. May mga ganun siyang Next topic, habang iniintay natin yung guest natin, hindi pa nagko-confirm So
Okay po.
next, yung mga guys, yung mga nag-raise ng hand, we would all have the opportunity to review your profiles next week. Okay? Are we good? Are we good?
Yes,
Opo.
Coach. Crystal clear.
Yes, coach. Thank you.
Yes po, coach.
Okay. So next, wait, let me stop sharing first. Para maipakita ko naman sa inyo, parang hindi natin mako-cover yung Stop. Ito pala, sasagutin ko pala muna yung questions. May assignment po ba tayo ngayon? Pag hindi kayo naka-receive, today walang assignment. Kasi kailangan matapos nyo muna yung lahat ng pinagagawa ko. Na-receive na, okay, wala. Inulit ko na yung tanong. Next, si Lucy. Si Lucy nasa siya? Wait, share ko yung... Si Lucy nasa Facebook siya. Dali ha. Okay. Lucy, hindi daw niya makonect yung Facebook page niya. Gumawa lang daw siya ng hindi mo kailangan gumawa ng bagong Facebook account para makag-create ng Facebook page. For Jason, his PC broke today. Yes, you'd still get your certificate if you can. Borrow ka muna ng computer sa kung sino man para magawa yung activities para lang makahabol ka. Wait, may mga bagong question pala. Form pinasa to be approved. Ngayon ko lang na-encounter to na for approval yung Leila. Let's talk about this later. Hindi yung pag-create ng IG account. Mycreen, sana tama yung pronunciation ko. Yes, you can resubmit. Sa call center. Is being a caregiver. Doon nakapag-work po ako sa isang call center. Remote task. The back office associate. Nalilito po ako on how to connect itong pinagtitraining natin ngayon for my past work. Naging interested nga po ako at nabanggit nyo kanina internship. Okay. So, Cheryl, first things first, if you have work experience as a caregiver, ang field na pwede mong parang maging starting ground is anything that's medically related field. You can be a virtual assistant. Since meron ka namang call center experience, pwede ka maging appointment setter ng mga doctors. Actually, ang tawag dun is virtual receptionist. So yung mga nadating na tawag, pagka may magpapa-appointment sa mga doctors, pwede yun. So pwede mong gamitin in general is yung, pwede mong gamitin na in general yung ano, like virtual assistant for medical virtual assistant. Pwede mong gawin yon. And then, saka mo na lang baguhin yung tagline mo kapag nagkaroon ka na ng experience sa internship. Nabanggit niya yung internship. Kasi ganito guys, may nagsabi sa akin parang 5 or 6 na nagre-request ng internship sa akin. Hindi ko na po kailangan ng VA at baka po mawalan ng trabaho yung anak ko. Ay binibigyan ko rin lang naman ng sahod, di ba ga? Ng pera pagka magbabaon. Tinuruan ko na siya para yung sahod niya, yun na yung pera niya. Ngayon, I asked itong mga clients ko kung open sila for internship. Kasi yung isang client ko, marketing sila. So from yung mga phone support, virtual shop receptionist, kung nakasama na kayo sa live ko, meron akong nila-live na power hour, yung company na yon. So virtual shop receptionist ako doon, and then minsan nakag-B2B din ako ng calls. And then ang mangyayari is, meron kasi silang like marketing department. Yung department na yon, nag-handle sila ng graphics design, ng Facebook ads, Google ads for clients. May department din sila for operations. So merong opportunity for those who have accounting or yung mga bookkeeping VA ang tawag. And then meron din silang department, syempre sa operations kailangan din ng VA nung mga ano. But the thing is, ang wino-workout ko pa, kasi ang ano ni Cities kahit na walang bayad, ayoko kasing mag-offer sa inyo ng internship tapos walang bayad. Pero pinapakiramdaman ko kung ano ba yung ibang field na pwede pa. Kasi kung pwede namang mag-shadow lang kayo like 1 to 2 hours, kung trip nyo lang naman, edi saka natin, at saka yun, makakapirma kayo ng non-disclosure agreement because makikita nyo lahat ng back-end, front-end ng business. Okay? So I let you guys know more about that. Thank you for actually letting us know na interesado kayo doon. We'll try and work it out. Hindi ko pinapangako pero sinabi ko naman na kay Kayden yung client and he's pretty open sa idea. Tapos, next, hindi na nagsagot yung ating bisita. Feeling ko nasa meeting pa to. Okay. Next question. I submitted 2 assignments, but the IG link that I sent is incorrect. Can I resubmit? Yes, Carlos. Coach, to what link can I send my mock interview request po? Rochelle, you have to send it as an email.
Okay na po siya, Coach. Thank you po.
Huli,
Sorry po.
huli na pala ako dyan. Sorry naman,
Sorry.
girl. Ngayon ko lang nabuksan to. Okay, next.
Okay lang.
Stop share. Check natin ha. Talagang madami tayong bilis lang. Next na assignment ninyo is to create Upwork, diba? Upwork and Facebook, Upwork and online jobs. Okay. Starting today, wala kayong assignment today. However, lahat ba may Upwork na, may online jobs na account?
Yes,
pa sa akin, Coach.
Pending.
Unverified pa po.
Pending yung verification sa akin.
Okay. Pending verification. Yung iba, okay na?
Yep, good.
Yes, Coach.
Meron na po, Coach.
Okay.
Pero
Sure.
ano po,
Go.
parang di po ako sure nun sa paggawa ko nun. Kasi before ako gumawa nun, before ako nakapagsali sa niyo po. Oo. Kaya
Hindi mo na sure kung ano.
i-edit.
I-edit mo muna.
I-edit ko pa po yan. Apa.
Okay. Sige. Share ko sa inyo yung screen ko. Share
Coach?
screen. Yo.
Yung sa akin po, yung Upwork ko, una po na-disapprove po, tapos inedit ko po, tapos nakalagay lang po, congratulations, your account is live po ata.
Mm.
Verify na po ba yun? Or hindi?
Yes. Makikita mo kung verified na kapag dito sa task ID proof tas may badge ng verified.
Okay. Thank you po.
Sure thing. Any other questions, guys?
Coach,
Go.
yung kanina po yung pinapapalitan niyo po yung picture niya sa LinkedIn. Nag-try po kasi, sa LinkedIn po ba or sa online jobs po yun. Nag-try kasi ako magpalit kanina nung logo ko sana na ginawa. Kaya lang nag-show po doon na once daw na magpalit ng profile, magiging unverified daw po ulit.
Okay. Yun nga, sa online jobs yun, no?
Yes po.
Oo, kasi mag-go through ka ulit sa ano. Huwag mong palitan ng logo nyo. Sa sa online jobs, kailangan picture nyo. And then make sure na medyo professional looking. Wala na nga akong maano eh. Teka, wait lang ha. I-share natin sa ano. Sa online jobs, ang alam ko, pag nagpalit ng profile picture, marami pa silang kailangan super close up. Kasi ito, hindi ko talaga siya bet na itong picture na to. Ayan, warning, your account will become unverified again if you change your profile picture. Kasi mag-go through muna siya sa verification process, which is mga 24 to 48 hours, no?
Opo, yun po yung lumilitaw. Kaya hindi ko na rin po napalitan ng profile picture ko from Canva.
Wag yung what do you call this? Wag nyo nang
palitan po.
Oo, at saka wag nyo lalagyan ng may logo nyo.
Okay. Sige po, Coach. Noted po. Thank you po.
Message. No, ayoko. Tara yun. No, ayoko. Okay. Dito tayo. Ang goal natin is for me to show you guys how you can find jobs in online jobs. And I need you guys to start doing this if you are ready to actually start working from home. First thing you have to do is click on job board and then browse all job posts. Now, you have 10 applications per day na pwede kayong mag-submit. Si ano nga name nun? Edgar ba yun? Saan yung accountant natin?
Yes, Coach. Good evening. Yes po.
Hi. Accountant,
Yes
10
po.
to
Good evening,
14.
Coach. Yes po.
Okay. Kinig ba ako?
Yes po.
Accountant, 10 to 14 Australian dollars per hour, full-time. We're looking for an accountant who has experience in public practice. That is firm of accountants. You must have experience in yan. Dito mo makikita kung ano yung mga pag-aaralan mo ha. So kagaya nito, they're looking for someone who's familiar with Australian tax. Ito yung mga usual na task. Okay? Now for you guys to be able to filter in online jobs, what you can do is click on job category. Yan, nandyan lahat yan. So, Office Admin BA, English is more on yung voice. Marketing, ang hinahanap nila sa pag may clinic nila yung English is someone who actually speaks English very well. Marketing and sales, kung graphics design, meron dito. Let's just say, for the purpose of this training, you are looking for office and admin, virtual assistant job post. And then you are open to any BA task. So dito nyo makikita guys kung ano yung mga subcategories ng isang position. Explore lang kayo. So let's say you're looking for admin assistant job. Pwede lang i-leave nyo ng blank yun. That's perfectly fine. And then if you're looking for freelance, part-time, or full-time, ang difference ng freelance sa part-time at full-time, freelance is you can actually do it at your most convenient time. Part-time is 4 hours per day, usually, Monday to Friday. Full-time, 40 hours per day. And then, click on Refine Search Result. Lalabas na lahat dito dun sa listing. So, appointment setter, ito yung pangalan nung nag-post. Now, ang isa sa mga bagay na gusto kong laging tinitingnan dito, kung ayaw nyong mag-work for an agency, is pag paulit-ulit yung pangalan, hanap tayo. Ba parang wala ah. Mapapansin nyo pa ulit-ulit yung pangalan nung nung nandito. Yan, eto Anthony Lim, dalawa, magkasunod. Tapos may link pa to send application, agency yon. Pros and cons ng agencies, na-discuss ko na ba?
Di pa, coach.
Okay. If you
Not
work
yet.
for an agency, parang nagwo-work ka rin with Upwork. So there's a higher chance of really getting paid kasi si agency or si Upwork ang nagbabayad sa'yo. Sa Upwork, ang difference kasi is kailangan hourly siya, hindi siya fixed rate. Kasi fixed rate, i-discuss din natin yun maya-maya. Si fixed rate, what you can do is naka-escrow. Pero kung hindi siya naka-escrow, no. Mamaya, discuss natin yun ha. Pero, pag sa agency kasi ikaw nag-work, si agency ang magbabayad ng sahod mo. So, hindi pwedeng gamitin excuse ni agency na hindi pa nagbabayad yung client. Unlike if you're working freelance, which is kagaya ng ginagawa ko ngayon, ako na yung naniningil sa kliyente. So, ang tinatanggap ko lang ngayon na clients is mga referral, referral ng referral, referral ng referral ng referral. So, take care of your clients because sila talaga yung magpapagrow ng business nyo. Okay? Next, appointment setter. Appointment setter, tumatawag ka, nagsiset ka ng appointment para doon sa client mo to meet the customer. If you guys wanna know kung ano yung setup ng appointment setter or usually paano yung calls, para sa may mga BPO experience, it's very similar to just doing customer service with a little bit of sales. Pero hindi ka nagbebenta ng product or service, nagbebenta ka ng appointment. Like, you need to meet my client because, ganyan. We'll have specialization on this one. Ito malamang kaya kong unahin kasi kaya ko to ng kahit tulog at tumatumbling. Pag talon split, madali ang appointment setting, lalo na pag may call center experience ka. Okay, yung naghahanap ng morning shift sa Pinas, eto po, maganda po siya, tatakbo na. New Zealand is halos ka-oras natin. Australia. Sino yung nagtanong sa akin? Ay, parang ayaw yata ng calls. So, appointment setter will provide blah, blah, blah. Duties. Eto guys, yung pre-practice ninyo for the past couple of days is to make sure you read the instruction and you read it well and you try to understand kung ano kailangan nila, okay? Appointment setter full-time position. Place outbound calls. Clients to meet the sales team. Cold calling. Ang difference ng cold calling at warm calling is cold calls, hindi nag-sign up yung customer to get the phone call. Mas madaling mag-set ng appointment pag warm yung leads. So ito medyo mahirap siya dahil cold calling siya but it's pretty much the same. So apart from calling them, may email din na task. Okay. Morning shift, part-time and okay. Experience required is 1 to 6 years. Ito pwede niyong lusutan to Instead of telling them exactly how many years, wag niyo munang i-open up. CRM training will be provided by company. CRM is yung ginagamit na system. So, for example, sa call center, kung nasan yung information ng customer nyo, for those who worked in the corporate world, kung nasan yung information na nandun yung customer or yung mga kliyente nyo, CRM ang tawag doon. You can type in CRM. Guys, yung mga nasa YouTube, hindi ko masyadong makita yung questions nyo. Paki-post na lang sa link natin. Expectations, meetings daily target. Meeting daily target, so may quota. Voice and accent should be good. He should, bakit he? Paano kung she? Should maintain good coordination with the sales manager. Interesting. Eto, sa baba makikita ninyo yung mga skills na hinahanap nila. So office and admin, they are looking for someone who can do appointment setting and administrative tasks. Telemarketing. If you guys want to know more how to be an effective appointment setter, search for telemarketing. ID proof, okay. Diniscuss ba yung yung sahod? Hindi, no? Interesting.
NA, coach.
Oo nga eh. Kasi may nakita tayo, di ba, kanina na nasa
Yung
kita
sa akin.
kagad. Ayan, no? Yung kita kagad. Hindi, okay, sorry. Yung yun kanina, yung sa accounting ang hinahanap. Mag-a-apply ako dito. So, pag mag-a-apply ako, try na lang natin mabilisan. Apply for this job. Sa subject line, lagay mo lang, I am your...
Ash, baba. Baba.
Ash, baba daw. Magpapagalitan ka.
I'm
Yari
sorry.
ka.
It's my cat, coach.
Sumagot ba, Ben? Highly trained.
Titingin lang siya and then mag-smile.
Yung mga aso ko, pagka minsan kinakausap ko na sila sa sobrang boredom, I'm your highly trained appointment setter. Pwede niyo rin ilagay dito sa subject line, I'm the appointment setter you're looking for. O kaya i-caps lock nyo. Para mas galit, the appointment setter you're looking for. Remember guys, pag ito sa client, hindi ko kasi pwedeng buksan yung client side eh. Pero yung sa client side nito, pag nakita nyo yung you only have, remember when you're sending your application, the reason why we have the long and the short cover letter is because you only have 5 to 10 seconds to get your client's attention. Remember when I asked you guys to submit your comments, like tell me exactly why you want to start working from home. Punta ka sa IG and tell me exactly why you want to start working from home. Pagka yung simula pa lang ng sentence ay sablay na, nagmo-move on na ako sa kasunod. You only have 5 to 10 seconds to get your client's attention and then they move on. So dito pa lang bobonggahan nyo na, okay? Next. Hi. This job, may nagtanong sa akin kung pwedeng gayahin, walang problema. Nakuha ko rin lang yan sometime in the past. Pick my interest. I am a highly trained. Always use simple but powerful words. Kasi yung iba, akala nila when you say powerful words ay yung mga highfalutin words na no. Just use simple but powerful words. So I'm a highly trained appointment setter with years of, di ba nakita natin kanina telemarketing yung hanap? So telemarketing experience. Let's talk. Testing lang kung gagana. Mary. And then, andito yung email ko, pero, nakashare to sa Facebook. Oh my God. Nasa okay lang. Send. Kasi nakashare to sa sa YouTube. But anyway. Di ba pwede edit ko na lang mamaya. Nakakaloka. Okay, so that's it. After nun, ano nang shinare ko? Ano na nangyari? Ano nakikita niyo sa screen? Okay. That's it. Remember, you have up to 10 applications. So every day, kung talagang kailangan nyo na ng work, every day submit 10 sa online jobs. The good thing about online jobs is, meron ditong mga applications na halimbawa kagaya nitong brands, launch, e-commerce. E-commerce is online selling. Meron, asan na yung may link? Usually, pag may link, it's either an agency or they're just into Lia. Maroho. Smart. Finance assistant, 20,000. Australia. No. Dependent on experience. 200 per hour. So that's around $4 per hour. Pero meron na dito, di bang Michael Fernio? Anong gagawin? Dito pa lang guys, kita nyo na, and this is what I've been trying to tell you, that you guys can actually choose kung sino yung a-applyan ninyo. Halimbawa niyan, 9 Australian dollars. This is for a part-time bookkeeper, 20 hours. Australian dollars, medyo mas mababa yung palitan, but that's okay. Ito agency to for sure, kasi lagi ko nakikita yung pangalan niya, and then may link. real estate appointment setter. Taray ng tagline, make 2021 your year. Yes. Operation supervisor. No, Bebong. Hindi ko bet. So anyway, ganun ako mag-filter ng ng work, guys. Pagdating sa when it comes to, teka. Say hello to Bebong, guys. Sorry. Okay. So when it comes to filtering, I always look for red flags. So ano yung red flags? Una, maiksi yung description. Pagka walang rate, and then mapapansin nyo kagad yung description niya, eto kagaya nito, Davao office, specific yan. Hindi yan problema as long as binabasa nyo yung description. Sa description pa lang, makikita nyo na kagad kung professional ba yung client or hindi. Kasi if they don't know what they're looking for, that's the #1 red flag. If they ask to add you sa Skype, pakinggan nyo kagad kasi malalaman nyo kung talagang legit na naghahanap yung client na magiging DA niya. Ang i-identify niya ay yung mga skill set nyo that will add value to the company. Now, when it comes to compensation, I highly recommend na wag kayo munang kumuha ng monthly daw ang payment. Ang pinakang suggested is weekly muna. And then, kapag naramdaman nyo na okay siya, saka nyo ngayon i-offer na sige, pwede ng 15 and 30. Pero, in reality, ang pinakang safe kasi na mag-apply is Upwork tas hourly. Kaya lang may bayad nga si Upwork. So let me show you Upwork real quick. Pause muna natin yung sa YouTube. Dahil talaga namang wait Ay, anong tinanggal ko? Bakit naka-on yung isa? Okay. Upwork. Ano nakikita nyo, guys?
Upwork. Upwork, coach. Sign up.
Okay.
Upwork, coach.
Okay, ito ang Upwork ko. Bilang hindi ako nag-a-apply, kumusta ka naman? Meron pang star na ganyan. Okay, sa Upwork, makikita ninyo sa baba yung work experience. Tapos ito yung sinasabi ko, and you guys might want to try this as well. Tagline, tapos let my work speak for itself. Tapos I help companies, what do you do, what can you, and then, eto, let's talk. Always have call to action para alam ni client na okay, ready to get started na. Kapag-apply pala sa Upwork. May kamusta naman yung kung 71% ko na. Yung iba, conscious sila sa job success rate nila. Ako, palibasa. Tagal ko nang hindi na nabibisita to. Ay, taray. Okay, makikita nyo sa tabi kung ilan yung available na connects. Makikita nyo rin dito kasi si connects, magagamit nyo yon kapag mag-a-apply kayo. Ngayon, always remember na pag bago yung Upwork account nyo, may free pa siya. Ang bilis mag-approve ngayon ng Upwork. Sinong hindi pa na-approvean? Alam ko may nakita ko na hindi pa na-approve yung Upwork nila eh.
Ako po, coach.
Ako. Coach, may tanong po ako.
Ako, coach.
Sino may question?
Ako po, coach.
Go.
Paano po pag connect yung Google email ko at saka yung Upwork ko po, coach? Okay lang po ba yun? Or need... okay.
Pero kung hindi na-approvean pa yung account mo, I highly recommend mag-create ka na lang ng bago using your new email, new work email.
Approve na po yung ko po.
Approve na, okay. Sinong hindi pa approve? Raise your hand. Mary Grace? Lovely?
Yes po, coach.
Ayun, hindi pa na-approvean. Bagong gawa to?
Yes po.
Tapos, nag-check ka sa email?
Opo.
Anong
Tapos
sabi?
under review pa siya. Tapos after 24 hours, hindi siya na-approve. Tapos yung ginawa ko po, coach, is nag-resubmit po ako.
Mm-mm.
Tapos under review pa ulit siya for 24 hours.
Anong mo, nilagay mo na skill set?
Since may background po ako sa call center po, yung mga pinangbanggit nyo kanina, email support, mga ganyan pinang-check ko po yung sa mga Tapos yun, nire-submit ko po.
Okay. Dagdagan mo ng onte pa yung mo, work experience mo, just because sometimes kaya hindi nila na-approve is because marami ng tao masyado dun sa niche na in-applyan mo.
Oh, sige po, coach, noted. Thank you.
Mike Rien?
Yes, coach.
Ayun, hindi ka rin na-approvean?
Yes po.
Okay, ano nangyari?
Siguro po, hindi ko din siya masyado nabigyan ng details para lang makapagpasa on time ate.
Sorry naman. Huwag kayong masyado
Okay lang,
magmalunod.
coach. Kasi before, meron na akong account. Hindi ko siya napag-ano din ng pansin kasi hindi pa ako gano'n into sa freelancing. Tapos nung nagulat na lang ako na ang higpit na pala ngayon ni Upwork.
Totoo. Napaswerte yung mga gumawa ng mga 6 years ago kasi mabilis pa silang mag-approve ngayon kasi medyo mahirap na. So anyway, i-revise mo lang yung profile mo, magdagdag ka ng tagline, ayusin mo yung tong area na to. Tapos magdagdag ka ng skill set kung ano pa yung mga wala ka doon. Yun yung natin, goal natin. Pag mas marami kasing description, tsaka dito sa baba, dagdag ka ng onting 2006 talaga yung mga decide ko nung unang panahon. But dinagdagan ko lang siya para lang masabi na merong ganyan. Tapos dito sa skills, ito yung mga skill set na nilagay ko guys. Ewan ko kung effective pa din siya. Hindi ko pa rin to nababago. Meron ding project catalog na pag-aaralan ko pa at pag alam ko na sasabihin ko kagad sa inyo. Grabe mga review naman. Kilala ko to. Nang hihingi siya ng OT sa labas. Ingat kayo sa mga ganong client ha, pagka maghahanap kayo. Kasi may mga client na manghihingi ng OT sa labas, tapos pag hindi ka pumayag, yon, magbibigay sila ng bad review. They always use bad review as parang let them. Kasi eventually, makakahanap kayo ng clients ninyo na pahalagahan kayo. Okay? Next, let's guys, yung ibang nag-raise ng hand na hindi ko pa natawag, again, make sure na nakapag-send na kayo ng request sa akin para pag smaller yung groups natin, mas madali nating madidiscuss yung mga profiles nyo. Okay? Meron ba sa inyong kakaiba bukod dun sa hindi lang na-approve ni Upwork na na-mention na ni Lovely at saka ni Mike Green? May kakaiba ba? O wala? Gantong gawin nyo.
Hello.
Yes. Go, baby.
Coach, yung sa akin po kasi na-lock yung Upwork profile ko po. Na-busy po kasi ako tas di ko na siya na-open. Tas lock na siya ngayon.
Create ka na lang ng bago.
Sabi daw coach, meron kasi akong nabasa na pag nag-create ka daw po ng bago, tapos iba-block daw po yung ginawa mo.
If same ISP yung gagamitin mo, try mo mag-create ng bago pero use yung bagong email mo. Tapos, kung yung name mo doon is buong Joanna Paula Malana. Si Joanna to, tama ba? Tama ba?
Yes po. Yes
Ayan.
po.
Try mo na Joanna lang or Paula lang yung muna yung gamitin and then saka mo i-revise pag na-approve na siya.
Okay, coach. Thank you po.
Sure thing. Anyone else? Okay. Na-discuss ko na to last week sa batch 2, but i-reiterate ko lang kung paano kayong dito makakahanap ng pinakang safe na yung client ay paying. So let's start first with, halimbawa, ang hinahanap nyo lang is admin support. Dito sa drop-down sa side, click mo lang yung all admin. Pero guys, depende to sa papasukin nyo ha. Ang inaano ko is yung pinaka-generic. Then, dito sa freelancers needed, hindi ko na siya chine-check just because pag nilagay ko single freelancer lang yung hinahanap, paano yung multiple freelancers na may chance kayo? Now, pagdating sa experience level, hindi ko na siya chine-check just because parang ililimit mo lang yung sarili mo sa pang-entry level ka, hindi mo na-realize, kaya mo rin naman pala yung intermediate, di ba? Next, ito yung pinaka-importante. Always go for, hindi ako nakashare. Teka. Sorry, YouTube. Share ko lang ulit. Okay. Ulit. So, this one category, all admin support. Next is freelancers needed. Hindi ko inaano yan. Job type, I always go for hourly. Just because hourly pa rin ang pinakang safe when it comes to Upwork dahil lahat ng ilalagay nyo, ilolog nyo na hours is nakaano siya. So, automatic na babayaran siya after 2 weeks. Sa amount, hindi ako naglalagay pero kung kayo halimbawa gusto nyo ang pinakang mababang tatanggapin nyo is $10 per hour, pwede nyo ilagay dyan. And then next, number of proposals. Guys, when you're sending your application, again, it's all about timing plus motivation. It's always best na you find yung mga recently posted na kakaunti pang competition. Wag naman yung less than 5. Gawin mo namang 5 to 10 pa lang yung applicants. At least yun pa lang yung number of competition mo. Ito rin yung mga kliyente na halos online pa sila, makikita pa nila yung email nila, mababasa pa nila yung application mo. The best time to send your application is between 8 to 10 p.m. Manila time and around 4 to 8 p.m. 8 a.m. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Manila. Yun yung feeling ko pinakang effective para sa akin. Kasi yun yung oras na either sila ipapasok pa lang or palabas na sila ng office and they have time to look at their phones. Because they will be notified if you send your application, they'll be notified via email. So, kung naka-on yung email nila. Otherwise, yung Upwork na, kung sa phone sila, yung Upwork nila, gaganon. May lalabas ng drop-down. Okay? Next. Ito, sa client history, hindi ko na rin chine-checkan. Yung iba, nilalagay nila 1 to 9 hires o 10 to 9 hires. Pwede nyo rin checkan. Added, siya, parang padding sa kung ano yung, yung mga clients na nagbayad na. Pero madali ninyong makikita kagad kung tanggalin natin yung 10. Okay. So there are 659 jobs with less than 10 applications. Pipiliin nyo ngayon. Ang una nyong titingnan is this one. Pag payment verified, ibig sabihin, good si client. Naglagay na sila ng credit card info nila para ibawas yung sahod nyo. Maganda rin yung may kita nyo na nagbayad na sila ng certain amount. Makikita nyo yung location nila. Babasahin nyo na lang yung description. So this one's looking for a project manager, no? No. VA, payment unverified, and the person who posted this is from the Philippines. It's a no for me. Kasi malamang agency yan. Tapos, ilalabas sa Upwork yung it's a no. Experienced operations manager, you are from the Philippines, have years of BPO experience, and you can work 3 hours per day. The person is from UK. Meron siyang 4.59 stars based on 129 feedbacks, which is good. Already spent 30,000. Sagutin ko yung question nyo guys real quick. Or eto, guys, yung mga nag-post ng questions sa chat, Isabel, Catherine, Gail, please send nyo sa link doon sa link natin para maano natin kasi may 1 minute na lang tayo for this meeting. Tingnan natin yung binuksan natin. Okay. Upwork Plus clients are subscription plan that includes additional hiring features. So, nagbabayad talaga sila. May job security. The next one you want to look for is 3 hours per day, Monday to Saturday. Ay, may weekend. Just for the purpose of this training. Sige, laban. Pero kayo ko ng Saturday, Sunday. Next. Okay, job score, hindi yung papasa dito. May red ha. But again, even if you don't meet the qualifications, bakit hindi? Ang job success score ko kasi mababa yun kasi meron akong mga maraming factors at play when it comes to job success score. Lalo na pag hindi ka nag-a-apply lagi. May ini-interview na siyang isa, 2 yung invite na sinend niya. Last viewed by client 17 minutes ago. So bilisan natin yung review. Tingnan natin kung ano. Ang baba naman ng bayad ni Bes. Operations manager tapos wow, sabaw. Ano kaya ang trip nito? Kagaya niyan. Clever assistant from the Philippines. Pwede niyong i-view yung profile ha kung open. Pwede niyong i-check yun. So, na-hire siya, $3 an hour. Teka, tanggalin natin to sa ano. Dito na lang natin tingnan. Quezon City. Okay. My years of working experience molded me to become the best I can be when dealing with different tasks. I overcame any hardships. Guys, please download Grammarly. And it improved my decision making. Kasi ako hindi perfect ang English ko, ang dami kong grammar lapses, pero Grammarly always saves the day. And it improved my decision. Kung iko-coaching ko si Christine, ang una kong babaguhin is, kasi technical support specialist siya. I would say, ilalagay ko dito, babaguhin ko yung tagline niya, make it more general. Kasi pag nilagay nyo guys, halimbawa na real estate, kaya ako mapapansin nyo yung tagline ko, ito na, yung mga kailangan na umalis, okay lang. So mapapansin nyo yung tagline ko, iba-iba siya, just because nung time na manggawa ako ng profile, wala pang other portfolios, but you may wanna be a little more general when it comes to technical support, or phone support or whatnot. And then ito, babaguhin ko to. How can you add, ito, ang sagot nyo lagi dito is how can you add value to the client's business? What experience do you have in the past that will help me decide na it's for you? Pero itong position na to, parang hindi ko bet mag-apply just because based on the average, ang current niya is $3 to $5. So sa akin, hindi, kung lalo na experienced operations manager, tapos hourly, I'm willing to pay higher rates daw for the most experienced freelancer. But then again, wala siyang ano. Anyway guys, overtime na tayo. So, ito may pinapacheck si Rachel. Sige Rachel, you can stay. Let's stay. Check natin to. For everyone else who are, Rachel hindi nag-open. Ayan na. I'm a real estate virtual assistant that can assist me with workloads with experience plus but not necessary if you are tech savvy. Guys, this person is going to offer you, so payment method is not verified. Most likely this person is ang tawag dito is shadowing. Yung nagpapasa, tumatanggap siya ng trabaho for a much higher rate. Very similar to agency structure. Tapos pinapasa niya sa iba, may bawas siya doon. Ako hindi ako mag-apply sa ganito kasi una, payment not verified. Iisa pa lang yung job post niya. So there's no guarantee na mag-hire talaga siya. Magsasayang lang kayo ng connects. Any other questions, guys? I-post nyo na lang sa ating questions link. Overtime na tayo today. Wala po kayong assignment. Yung mga gustong mag-resubmit ng kanilang profiles or mag-revamp pa, yes, you can do it. You can submit it up until 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then we'll try and review some more profiles this week and next week. Tomorrow, we will discuss further how you can find clients online and where else to find clients online, including LinkedIn lead generation. Okay?
Yes, Coach.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
po.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Coach.
Coach.
Thank you,
Bye.
Coach.
Bye.
Thank you so
Bye,
much,
guys.
Coach. Bye po. Thank you. Bye
Thanks,
po.
Coach.
Thank you, bayanin ko yan.
Thank you, Coach.
Laban, Mami.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you po.
Bye, guys.